Yo, yo. Here we go. Oh. Yar Vis. Yarvi. Yo, yo, here we go. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? You got it. The motherfucking game changer is here. We are here to change the game. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you get a little smuts over? Of course, you're going to get the smuts. Going to get a little side order of tyranny, too. True. I'm going to do a quick dab, so while everybody's piling in, oops, I'm throwing a quick tunage, some tune action. What's up? How y'all doing? Oh, y'all want the song, don't you, real quick, huh? Watch my documentary. When the Buildings Cried. Earth looks like a melted circuit board. At least you can hear me, right? See it. Are you blind? What's wrong with these retards? Pack a greenie, yeah, here we go. Go. Melted circuit board. See it. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with this piece of shit? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this? Why are you light, you pile of dog shit? It used to work. Now it's giving me hell. Now we got to use a wire. When it gets cold, nothing works. I gotta tell you that too. That's just fucking the way it is. Fucking dog shit. What I gotta do to get this fucking light? A light? Are you gonna burn me in natural gas, huh? Are you gonna burn me in natural propane gas? It's a motherfucking light. Oh, I must not be breathing on much oxygen, eh? Not much oxygen up here, kind of thin. By the way, also known as the professor of dabology, meltology, truthology, burpology. I'm kidding. Okay, now we will attempt to turn a solid into a gas. Gas. Vapor gas. Not even smoke. less carcinogens. But I like the smoke. Well, then you can do both. Baseball or football? Both. Okay. Infinite. Oh, yeah. Infinite circuit boards. Let me read some of these comments over here. Hello, Breezy, Donald, Skull and Bones, Captain Rankin. How's it going? So you guys probably can't see me that well, but you can hear me, huh? You can hear me okay? Over here? Over there? Over here? What? What about over here? Motherfucker. Yeah, it's over here. Hey, what up, Frequency 528? Everybody enjoying some coffee and a little flour, smoked some flour. Do a dab, vape some dab. Yes, folks. We do, infinite live streams and shit. What's up, John Wayne? Here we go. Coffee and smoke and yo. Where's everybody at? Here we go. Phoenix Eye Curl. Let's double tap that ass. Let's double tap that shit. God, this used to work. What a piece of shit. The dumb fucking thing decided to do what it's made to fucking do. Fucking A. Hey, thank you so much for doing what the fuck you were made to do, for fuck's sake. Holy shit. Holy shit. Man, thank you for doing what the fuck you were made to do, you dumb fuck. A meltality. Infinite live streams. Here we go. Infinite. Infinite. No, it's all. Sorry about the blurriness. Man, that got me good. Damn! Wow! That got me by the boo-boo over there. Should I used to dance all night, blowing the fuck up, so it ain't like I can't move. I didn't have practice all day long. Yes, we are creeping up on another year of not going back to the moon because we were still there, 6 times. Playing golf and shit. Yo, they were playing golf. Not we. I'm not going to take credit for what they did. They were playing golf, not me, in a studio. Not me. If they don't get you by the boo-boo, then what's the point, right? Makes, how am I ever done? Wayne, what's up, Tom Wayne, Captain Rankin, Fred. No. But now we wait. Yep. Meltology. I do got something to tell you. No. Meltology. And now we know. God damn it. Everything's always trying to fucking spill. God, stop. I ain't trying to clean shit. Professor of Meltology. Of Dabology. Professor of Infinite Dabs. I know. Yeah, baby, yeah. Infinite flour. Professor of Infinite Dabs. Gorilla grow some flour. Just grow that shit. Anywhere. Side of the highway. Infinite growing. I watched this documentary yesterday or day before. Yeah, I don't know, yesterday or the day before, right? On davidike.com. This guy named whatever his name is, but the documentary is fantastic. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm glad I comb over his website sometimes, and because this documentary here, everybody needs to watch it. I wonder if I can get it to pull up at all, but it's quite a bit. It's quite it's got some link to it and whatnot. But the thing is he breaks down the monopoly. Like, it's a monopoly. Like, it's the same people running everything. Like, it over and over again, the same companies. Black, what do you call it? Vanguard, State Street. It's all the same fucking corporations that own everything. When you break it down, it's all the same motherfuckers that are doing all this shit with the corporations and government. It's all the same motherfucking assholes. You gotta fucking, that you can eventually, they try to hide it pretty good in some of the, but you can find out for the most part who they are. And if you can't, you can just torture them until they give up these motherfuckers. Are they really that fucking worth it? Get these motherfuckers and all these corporations, CEOs, fucking torture them, and they'll tell us who's giving them the directions, the ones hiding in the shadows like cowards. And then we go fucking bash the fuck out of these motherfuckers. It's time to kill all these criminal motherfucking pedophile, dirty, nasty, goddamn psychopath, parasite infested motherfuckers, and get them the fuck out of here. It's time to kill them all. Get them the fuck out of here. I wonder if this shit, all these governments, man, unbelievable. Hey, did you hear about that stupid fucking cunt bitch that resigned in Australia? I know. No, bitch, you're going to get your head chopped off for taking bribes, you and your husband. You're going to die, bitch. You ruined millions of fucking lives. The whole fucking country and world, Australia. They call it Australia because of you, bitch. That bitch, I want that bitch's head on a plate. She's got to die. I don't give a fuck. Nuremberg, we're going to get you later. We're going to get you, bitch. You're dead already. You might as well just kill yourself, bitch. You're dead already. Because Nuremberg Trials 2.0. That's why. This bitch is going to die. We'll see what you can negotiate something. Oh, no. The bitch is going to pay. But anyway, all these motherfucking politicians are taking bribes. Who was it, man? I don't remember if it was fucking maybe Fabio or Jeff Berwick. I don't remember which one it was, but they were doing all the research and all the politicians are it's on Pfizer, like we said. They already been too big to nail. And this was too big to nail. They already like a bribery that and the suppression of adverse trial results that is beyond and criminal marketing practices that is beyond the pale. $3 billion, and then you got Johnson and Jet. Man, they're all owned by the same assholes. I wonder if I can get this to pull up at all so I can just read out some of the names. It's the same cursed fucks that gotta die so bad. They gotta die so bad. Ruled by psychopaths, run by idiots. The world. And the guy is real nice, real nice guy. You know, kind of guy I need, representing my documentary probably, and then we'll have a Levi doing the narration. Just kidding. Levi. Yeah, I was hoping to get John Levi to do my narration on my documentary, but he might be taken. He might already be taken. Oh shit. They're dead. They're fucking done. Okay, hold up. We got that song too. Okay, I want you guys to hear Payback.
Phoenix Eye Crew in the house.
Phoenix Eye Crew in the house. Freak 528. Go. Yeah, again, the roles are for thee, not for me, according to them. You know that. That's Google level. We know that.
In the house.
Government can't exist. I'm not a child. I don't need anybody telling me what to do. I have my own land to be free and left alone, and won't even leave my property, dude. My many acres, and they'll never even fucking know I exist. I'll have my own independent everything, off grid, everything independent. Never ever deal with any of these fucking crazy retards, unless we can get some good, obviously you want to work with some good neighbors and shit, but these fuckers are just, you want to get away from these fuckers. They just won't, but they won't leave you alone. They think that they can monopolize land, which is not land, it's building ash, but even so, they do. Unplug the mic. Can you hear me over here? Over there. Can you hear me over here? Over there.
They're gonna get their head shot.
Fuck it.
They're dead. They're fucking
dead. Damn, Mike.
They're gonna die. They're gonna die.
That's a good one. Hey, Frequency 528, good job. Another great.
All these fuckers gotta pay, and they're gonna die.
Dude. Another great tune by Freak.
They're dead. They're dead. They're fucking done.
They're dead. They're dead. They're fucking done. Key lights.
They're dead. They're dead. They're fucking done.
They're fucking done. I was like, you know what I'm saying over there? Fuck it.
They're dead.
fuck it over here. I was like, you know what I'm going to do over there? Fuck them. Oh, come on. Whoa. Freak's at it again, man. Freak has done it again. Freak has done it again. Another good tune. Sure. Yeah, dude, I had, dude, we had the glow sticks, they had them, everything. I really wasn't too into them, but yeah, they had all that shit. At least you guys can hear me. That's the main thing.
They're gonna get their head chopped. All these fuckers gotta pay, and they're gonna die. They're gonna pay.
Yeah, thanks, Freak. Oh, man. That got me good. Man. Yeah. Okay. Breezy's like, yo, I saw this video clip where an Asian Jack astronaut on the ISS accidentally bumped into the back wall, and the wall rippled like a damn curtain. Now I can't find the clip anywhere. Yep, they do this shit all the time. It's all fake green screens. NASA, all of them. There is no ISS. Nothing can loiter above us except hot air balloons. Satelloons is what we call them. And they do equip these satelloons with these air balloons with solar panels, all kinds of instrumental equipment and so forth. And that's your real satellites. That's your real satellites. They're satelloons. They're the only thing that can really loiter over one area. And again, if satellites existed, then these things are going 17,500 miles an hour to maintain an orbit. That's their Kool-Aid, not mine. So how the fuck, which is 17 and a half times faster than a speeding rifle bullet, and that's supposed to be able to loiter over one area. It makes no sense. It doesn't even make any sense. It's idiocy. It's retardation. Yeah, not a space agency. Again, need another 7 astronauts. No, they don't. They didn't die. No, they didn't. No, they don't. Again, I remember when the Challenger exploded, or we went out. I actually went outside to watch it. And I'm like, holy shit. And my mom actually worked out there at Lockheed as a secretary and so forth, whatnot. She's just like a secretary. And for Lockheed, compartmentalized minion. But yeah, they made a big deal out of it. And but nobody died. They're all alive right now. You can go. Every one of them have cushy Freemason jobs. Give me a break. It's too much. They don't even change their names, some of them, man. The other ones just pretend they're a twin. Oh, I'm a twin. Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, come on. It's too much, man. Again, but there's so many hoaxes that you don't need one, man. There's thousands, there's just millions of these hoaxes that they do nonstop, right? So, like, you don't need one. There's millions of them, that they're doing, that can be, if you just do the tiniest, littlest amount of research, you can pull the card out the house of cards. You can pull the card out from the bottom and it'll fall like easy, like nothing. All their shit falls apart. Like you could clearly realize that there's no curve, man. I mean, as far as you go, you get, even in a plane, you're on a level plane, right? And your plane takes off. It goes up at an angle, but then what does it do? Once it reaches its desired elevation, it levels the fuck off and travels over a level, flat plane. Yes, there's some topography and melted buildings and ash and all that shit. But the dielectric plane of inertia is flat. Take water, take anything, and it will flatten out. It will recognize that it's too heavy on this side and it has to fall flat. It's too heavy here and it's heavier than the air at this particular plane and it's flat. Every fluid, water, all of it, if it's viscous, it levels out to the plane. I don't care how you move it in your cup, it levels out, man. That's why they use it as levels. So then they're up in a plane and then they come down, they decelerate, they come down. They're flying level, man. I mean, it's level as fuck. And then they come down and land. And these people are so dumb, they still don't get it, even with the pilots. I know a pilot. I had a pilot friend that this retard, he doesn't even understand it's flat. And he was a commercial pilot, man. It's insane how dumb these people are. And then ooh. What's up, Upscat? Yeah, head chopped. Gotta make them pay. You know it. Let's see. Surveillance. I like it. I like surveillance to surveil us. These fucking cunts. Yeah, 17,000 miles an hour in the ISS, and somehow they make sure they don't run into anything. BS. 10 million tons of space debris flying around the Earth and 17,000. The ISS never hits anything. It doesn't exist. And there's no space debris, for fuck's sake. Of course they're not going to get hit. It's a cartoon show. It's in a stage with green screens. I did this for years. But yeah, if it was true, yes, you would never be able to maintain an orbit anywhere. If you saw the movie Gravity, if there's anything in the orbit now, you can't go up there anymore. You're a target. These things are coming at thousands of miles an hour faster than a speeding bullet. These projectiles, you can never go back in an orbit again. If this shit was like they said in the movie Gravity, you would never, ever, 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 ever be able to go back up in there again with all the debris they talk about. It's ridiculous. Okay. It's ridiculous. The fucking claims they make all the time with no evidence is beyond the motherfucking pale. You know it. Okay. Oh, sorry, my leg. I'm kidding. I didn't fart. I'm kidding. I got to stretch. Oh, no. Okay. Now my leg. If you sit on it too long, it don't like that shit. Oh, man. Yeah, per their Kool-Aid, right? No shit. Again, man, I got to call Santos Bonacci out the syncretism. I think I looked at the other day and some retards like, and I don't mean to say that. Some guys like, oh man, did you hear about the moon looks like the map of below and of the continents and land below? And again, I'm like, oh my god. The moon is scorch marked, you idiots. How do you not see it? It's completely destroyed. There is no continents below. There are melted buildings that remained above the floodwater. There is no land. There is no islands. Earth looks like a melted circuit board that's been flooded. There's no land. There was no water everywhere like that. So they're like, oh, the reflection on the moon is a map of the earth below, and it's so gaga goo goo retarded and dumb, and they don't look anything alike at all to begin with. It's so retarded and so dumb that I can't believe it, bro. That Santos is like, yeah, I saw that, yeah. That he would even entertain that shit, bro. I had to instantly turn it off there, dude. That is some dumb fuckery shit. It's a goddamn destroyed projector that got fucked up. There's scorch marks all over the fucking moon. It's obvious it's been damaged, you idiots, like all the buildings have. But anyway, you can't help these people, man, until they see all the damage of all the melted buildings with all the same evidence, with all the fucking shit. They won't understand that the entire realm was affected at one time, and it wiped out the whole world. They don't understand it. They think, oh, there's the ancients and blah, blah, blah. The ancients knew so much. Gee, I wonder why, man. Think. They weren't ancient. They were a highly advanced civilization here for thousands of years. A lot like it, it looks to me like some of these motherfuckers had vessels that could do things other vessels couldn't do. Oh, wow. So what? And they were different, shit like that, all kinds of shit. You can get an idea of what it really was going on and what it looked like. A highly advanced civilization for thousands of years was wiped out recently. So recently that what you call volcanoes, it's just melted buildings that are still hot from the X Factor event, for fuck's sake. It's called evidence that this shit just happened recently. Within few hundred years, no problem. That's how recent. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. And people consider they get the old world vessels, highly advanced, beings confused with gods and shit. They're so dumb here, man. They're so dumb. I can't hardly take it, I can hardly bear the pain from these fucking ignorant retards here. What's up, James? They don't have the minerals, freak. Yeah, no, that's ignorant shit, Breezy. No more dumb moon ignorant talk like that. That's some ignorant shit. The moon is like a projector. It's been fucked up. It looks like it got arced. Too much electrical energy. It clearly burned it. That's what it looks like. I'm an electrician, okay? It's got electrical damage, so, period. It's not a goddamn map. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I will not talk to any retards. Go the fuck. Stay away. You're too dumb to talk to. The Bible supports the claim that, dude, I think you're confused, dude. The Bible? Fuck off with the Bible, bro. You must be fucking dumber than dog shit. Okay, the Bible is the dumbest thing you could ever quote. They're basically retarded. It's not God's word. It's a bunch of goddamn pedophiles for all you know. There's so many different names. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. They tell you all the different fucking retards that wrote different shit in it. So how could that be God's word? Please stop with the Bible tard shit. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Again, no. These are projectors that looked like they got electrically distorted. There's no crack in any physical dome, you fucking retards. Okay? No. Okay? The distortion in the sky that they're calling a crack is nothing more than a bunch of projectors or stars that have been all fucking damaged by electrical energy, clearly. Just like the buildings from the bottom and shit like that. And again, this doesn't mean that people would be electrocuted either, because it looks like it was a type of specific electrical specific to the brick in the grid is what it looks like. I mean, you see wood left alone for the most part. You see a lot of shit left alone, but it's some reason it had to get it attacked the brick. This energy, this damage that I see, it really went after the brick. You know what I'm saying? I know, dude. This shit drives me nuts frequently, dude. These morons every day, dude. The dumb shit they say, bro. I can't believe it either. Hey, what up, Tom? Tom. Tom. Tom Ton, a ton of Tom. Tom and Jerry. Yeah, folks. Don't start Bible tarding on the chat here, folks. That is the dumbest shit. But the Bible said this. What does that mean, man? Who gives a fuck what some hearsay, batshit King James edited version wanted you to hear? It's crazy. This Bible tardation here. These retards, this psychological operation, they can't shake it. They're fucking so dumb here. These goddamn fucking Bible tard retards, man. They can't shake it. These are a bunch of strangers that said shit. And you're like, that's God's word. That is some mental ill shit to me. You fucking morons, shut your fucking heads. You idiots with your imaginary friends. You're so mentally ill, it's insane. You're more mentally ill by far than these goddamn virus tards. By far. You fucking retard, God tard, crater tard, idiots, Bible tards are by far thousands of times more mentally ill than these virus tards right now, the way they're behaving. In my opinion. And I can have an opinion. That's my fucking opinion. Way worse than these virus tards with what you retards and behavior has done to this world. Their fucking mental illness. And now you get the same thing happening again with the virus tard shit. Where they're all behaving crazy because of a belief with no evidence, just like no evidence of, like, if there was a God that they talking about, there would be fucking evidence, man. There wouldn't be no question. You would fucking know. You know what I mean? There'd be evidence, right? See, it's another thing. Zero evidence, man. I mean, none. All evidence points to the opposite if you have half a brain anyway. And if you ever meditated. So again, man, land of the dumb fucks, Twilight Zone. I think it's like a prison sentence. I feel like I'm in a prison sentence for something. I don't even know what I did. Probably many lives ago. Hologram. I don't know. I'm kidding. But it's really fucking, it's like torture to watch these retards. It's torture to watch them behaving with the mask, like the way they're behaving. And the shit they say on the news is like gaga goo goo, and it's torture that these people aren't getting it. It's like, what? That's not the case. He's saying shit with no evidence. Like, can't you see that? Can't you go outside? You've never seen anyone die. Like, why can't somebody get Brian? Like, I think he would be good. Is this baby Fabio, Brian from Grease Monkey Vids or High Impact Flex? Get him and his girl Trish to go on the streets and ask people and be like, yeah, I know it's been a really rough pandemic, and I've seen a lot of people physically die personally. How many have you seen die personally? And just go up to people like that and ask them how many. Well, I've never seen any. They must have been dropping dead around you all the time. You must have seen many people die. How many funerals have you gone to? Well, I haven't seen 20 people die. You haven't seen 10 people die? No. 5? No. 1? Not even 1. You've never seen one person die in 2 years, and it's a pandemic. We have to think, people. We have to start using that. You have to start using that little goddamn noodle between your ears there. Think, people. Yeah, again, the Bible is a total psychological operation brought to you and edited by the homosexual pedophile freak show, King James. That's why it's called the King James Version, you morons. And so this is what they want you to believe, you idiots. This is why they plant them in all the hotels. And this is why it's been the main stream mindfuck for so long. These religion thing, it works great. It will to this motherfucking day. Like, hello, come on, man. Look at the division of how many ideas that they have of all this made up stupid shit. And they're in a hologram, they're on a ride, they're in technology, right? And these morons are just making up all kinds of mental ill shit, bad shit out of thin air. You know what I mean? And then they've taken all this old world shit of a highly advanced civilization out of context at every chance they get. They're so mentally ill here. It's insane. They're so dumb. It's insane here. It's hard to believe that they can do anything. It's hard to believe that they can do anything at all here. They're so dumb. That's how dumb they are. I mean, it's bizarre. Man, there's fucking many mental ill shit out of here. Oh, fucking nonsense, dude. Yeah, this is some gaga goo goo shit, man. The religion thing is gaga goo goo, folks. You can't ever go. Oh, no. I'm not into religion. I just have a relationship with God. Then you're mentally ill, man. You're fuck. No, that's a religion. Again, that concept is a religion brought to you to fuck with your little pea brain head. And now you behave so fucking weird and you fuck up the whole world because of your weird, fucked up behavior, because of you assume things with no evidence. It's an assumption. You make assumptions. You must understand that every assumption you've made has been wrong. And think about it. And you know this is true. No, folks. No. They have everything on fucking lockdown. Everything's rigged. Everything. People don't understand. Oh, the CIA infiltrated the media. No, the CIA created it, you goddamn morons. Basically, you know what I mean? I don't know how they're this dumb. I just, everything they think that they infiltrated, they actually created it. They're just too dumb here. They're so dumb. I don't understand. They don't have a chance, is what I see. They're just too dumb. They don't have a chance. It literally is if you got to watch this movie, Idiocracy. I mean, they're literally this dumb. They can perform their 9 to 5 slave functions. And, but that's it, man. I don't understand how they don't see the prison around them, how they're slaves. I don't understand why they like their servitude so much. It's like they relish it or something. It's really weird how tricked they are. They're very tricked here. I think they've been spellcasted, newscasted, broadcasted, and something, because I don't understand. Nobody can be this dumb with the shit they pull here. It's a house of cards waiting to fall at any second if you would just have half a brain. I mean, all the shit you should be able to see through with ease. There is no problem at all to see that they're lying about fucking everything. They're lying about everything, man. There is not one thing they're not fucking lying about that they're not trying to trick you with. They're not that they're not trying to pull another inversion trick spell on you so they can get off on that tricky weird ass energy they go for. Weird motherfuckers. Yeah, and then Santos Bonacci went pretty hardcore reptilian too. And again, maybe some of these etheric parasites, maybe they're demonic and look reptilian and all this, but like, have you seen them? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of belief there. You know what I mean? With no evidence. David Icke and all that shit, dude. Again, hearsay is not evidence. Could be a psyop in its own right. You could have got psyoped. Even he could have got psyoped back in the day and tricked. But the point is they had in the old world, they had all kinds of vessels, right? And they do look like they were forced underground. But if they're not up here and they're just controlling shit through other means, and it really why let's bring up what's actually doing it right around here in the ether was proven in 1779. Michelson Morley experiment, and the ether was proven to exist. Thought parasites in the ether, yes. Maybe some of the old world has talked about it, and it's been taken out of context. But it does seem like the way the world is being set up, they're going for this suffering shit. See, before it was ruined, that you can see how it was like really geared around entertainment, decorating shit, creating. And now when you look at the way the world is set up, it's like really geared not around that at all. It's more of a geared around everybody needs to be suffering, starving, hopeless, afraid. They want everybody in fear all the time. They need that. They want to feed on that emotion. It looks like something's going for that energy and motion, like an etheric parasite is trying to feed on emotion. It's looks like this place has been set up. It's ugly. It's ugly here. The slavery, the control, the lockdown. It's set up like that. It's set up like that. And it's not right. Look how it's set up. The control, the lockdown. You're a prisoner. Lockdown. Lockdown is a goddamn prison term, you moron. Healthy people can't give anybody anything that they don't have, man. You can't lock them down, man. Locking down innocent, healthy people. This is fucking madness, man. These motherfuckers gotta die. That bitch that resigned, she's gonna die. Okay, that bitch has to die. Okay, that bribed bitch. All you bribed politicians, we know you all been paid off by Pfizer. We know it. You're all gonna die. You're dead. You have to die. If there's any fucking decency in this goddamn fucking world, you fuckers have to die. Yeah, there's clearly some shit going on, okay? With some etheric parasites, something's going on. Because look what they're going for. That's how you clearly see that truly inverted shit. They like to invert shit. The inverters, the deceivers, they like to trick and deceive you. They get off. That's what they go for. Look what they go for. Something's going for some weird shit. Here, look at what they do. They trick him. I tricked you. Like, what are you? These things are too. It's not, these things are like babies, infants with the tricks. Oh, we like they get off on the lobotomies, right? Check it out. Oh, they get off on all these retards that got tricked into killing themselves, right? So check it out. Right now, you have the lobotomy scam 2.0, where they're doing the same thing. Before it was the cigarettes too. Even how long did it take the morons before they realized? Anyway, let me show you this meme. I can let's see. Yeah, what's up, Dellington? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does look like there's something out there going for this energy, folks, in the ether. and thought parasites is the deceivers, whatever you want to call them, man. Like, it looks like they can put thoughts in your head between you and your spouse and to get you to argue so they can eat that strife energy. That negative shit is what they're going for, it looks like. And so it's a divide and conquer strategy by these parasites, clearly. And so they can eat, because they eat that strife, that division. They eat it. And that's what it looks like is going on, clearly. It's the way it's set up, all the shit, the way. Let me see something here. If we can get this piece of shit to work. But then I want to show some of that. Maybe I wonder if that doc can play anything. Because these companies, man, the same goddamn criminals are running everything, man. I mean, the same criminals and companies are running all these scams, all of them, man. The military industrial complex scam, the fucking big pharma bad karma scam, every scam, they're running them. These criminals, the same criminals. You gotta we're gonna you just keep going and going up the ladder with these fuckers, even no matter what it takes. These fuckers are gonna pay. You keep going up the ladder, you fucking make these fuckers pay. And we find out we get as high as we can. As far as making these fuckers pay for all the shit they've been doing. I wonder if this will work or not. Let's see. Yikes, freak. Phoenix Eye Crew, Professor of Meltology. Joe Biden called in sick for work yesterday. The guy on the other end of the phone said, "So how sick are you then, Joe?" Joe replies, "I'm in bed with my sister." Yep. Feely, touchy, creepy Joe. Pedo Joe. That's their later, not mine. I don't need a later. I'm not like a 2-year-old child. You see what I'm saying? Again, I don't know. How the fuck can I know how the parasites took over? All I do know is maybe they're the ones that did this shit, that wiped out the old world. It looked, maybe they could be. I don't know. And how would I fucking know? You know what I mean? On a spiritual level, we created this place and we came into it to experience it. Then something happened. We're in a ride, an experience that we're in it now. Something happened though. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's a bully. I just don't know. Maybe it's part of the drama. Part of the drama. Part of the Total Recall fucking program. Again, maybe we're all trapped in here. Wake up. If you don't wake up and become aware, you can't get out and untrapped. Come out of the bottle. I'm kidding. They're addicted to the physical world. These things, this aspect of ourselves won't come out. They won't come out of the malfunctioned hologram. They think it's their reality, and they've been tricked and feared into never wanting to die. They fear death. But then they go to the light when they die and they get memory wiped, packaged back into a new body, and it starts again, and they're none the wiser. They're like a battery in the Matrix now. Their soul's being used like a fucking battery, basically. The energies are being harvested with these tricky, dumb energies they're going for. It looks like something would be harvesting these, sure. Yeah. Don't know how they took over is by destroying the old world with some event. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they got so much energy and electricity, it looks like, to surge through this brick from the bottom that it just melted, even started melting from the top down. Oh, good for you, Captain Fucktard. Is it a revolver that doesn't jam ever? Okay. Hey, all I know is a 357 revolver is accurate as fuck. Not much recoil. And it's a Magnum, man. I mean, it's still gonna do the trick for sure. So that's a good gun to have for sure. 357 Magnum revolver. Accurate as fuck. I mean, you can paint a picture with it. Dots. Shit, my ex-girlfriend could. Shit, she could fucking write her name with the Tommy gun. I mean, it was insane how easy you could shoot that thing. Full auto. Man, there's some traffic today for some reason. What the fuck is today? Sunday? Yep. Wow. Don't have a party or have too much fun without me. Oh, you're right. We got to pack one, don't we? Yep. And again, welcome everybody. Please, if you haven't seen the documentary in the link below, make sure you just check it out, because that's what we are here to discuss. It's a great documentary. Yes, we're going to do another one. Much better, shorter, more concise, more precise. And hopefully I can get the correct narrative that I have. Hopefully I can express the narrative that I see that happened here from the evidence accurately, you see. Again, it's amazing how dumb people are, that they can't recognize black scorch marks from too much electricity, an electrical charge on the moon, that they think that's a map of melted buildings, when we know that there's no land or continents. It's not a map. These are melted buildings that just happen to remain above the floodwater. It was a circuit board, and the buildings looked like components on a circuit board. There was no goddamn fucking ball earth nonsense. It was a beautiful array of componentized buildings, fashioned in a way that was decorative and beautiful to the eye, from above and below. It looks to me like you could explore the entire realm by walking on buildings, roofs, buildings, walkways. You would never have to touch ground, go to ground zero if you wanted. That it was so set up here that it's insane. It's mind-boggling. I'm telling you, what was here was amazing. It was so incredible. It's like, I wish I could remember experiencing it, because if we're spirit, we all did at one different time. Perhaps, most likely. Yeah. Now look at this shit. I mean, it is fucked up. It's fucked up here. As above, so below. You've never been above, so how the fuck do you know? I'm kidding. But the thing is, above and so below the water, the floodwaters, it looks like a melted circuit board. Like I said, I mean, it is identical damage. when you go down below the water, you're like, whoa, it's identical. No water was here. This shit got flooded. Where'd the water come from? Obviously, they did have water, you know. They had really, really cool ships, cool bridges, cool looking vessels with hot ass mermaids and shit. And you know, I mean, it was wild. They had every vessel you could think of. It looks like, and it looks like some of these vessels had powers that other ones couldn't do, or abilities, I should say. Maybe, who knows? But it doesn't matter. It looks like some of these fuckers had 9 arms. You know, it looks like some of them were half, you know, lion body and a human heads. Seen a lot of that. It looks like they were doing that, coming into those vessels. It looks like they were doing them all. It looks like they were coming into all kinds of cool vessels. Exactly what you would expect. Exactly what you would expect from a hologram. A spirit coming into vessels and growing the vessels, or to the frequencies that you want. Did you see China's CGI landing? I don't know. Is it the one with the yellow CGI? The joke of a yellow colored capsules, embarrassingly CGI cartoons. If it's that one, I saw that one. It's like, it's not real. Clearly, it's like, what are they showing us? Like, who the fuck do they think we are? Do they think we're fucking retarded, that we don't know what a computer fucking cartoon looks like? It's amazing that they think we're this dumb or something. Oh, you're in Tennessee. Yeah. Again, my my father and grandfather, my father and his father are from New York, but my mom is from Ohio. But they met in Tennessee. That's where I was born, Tennessee. Yep, Chattanooga Choo Choo. My dad actually worked on the trains. He drove trains and shit. He was driving trains. It was so annoying. You could never go cross a railroad track without that fucker stopping for an hour. It was so annoying. Annoying. He was really into the train shit. He had a motor car that we could sit in, and you ride on the tracks for miles. And one time a train was coming, and we had to get the fucking thing, heavy ass thing, off the track before the train came. That was crazy. Fuck. But yeah, I've done some crazy shit. I've lived. I mean, you know, these fuckers today, they're sitting behind the desk and the computer. Can you imagine? I am so glad I got the last little bit where you're not stuck behind a, you know what I mean? It'd have been nicer probably to even been, but the psyops that you see that were going on here, man. Holy shit, man. These moron shows, man. The black and white TV shows, like, hello. Total psychological aberrations, man. Like the behavior, like you out of the blue, right? Just people being assholes, right? You're like, what the fuck is going on here? What am I watching? Like, all these people are just total fucking assholes for no reason. And it's like, to get everybody to be assholes to everybody, the behavior. It's like, wow, monkey see, monkey do. Next thing you know, they're all treating each other like assholes, just like the television told them to, programmed them to behave like. Yeah, it's crazy. I gotta get some ventilation here, it looks like. Yikes. Oh. Shit, man. Is it time for a piss break or what? I think so, right? I say we take a break. Okay. 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 I say we take a break. At least you can hear me, right? Yeah, and Pearson POW. Hopefully you've watched the documentary. I Am Jedi. God damn it. That fucking thing moved. Thanks, Skull and Bones, for the update, the audio update. Is it a 5 out of 10 or what? What do we got? 5 out of 10? Again, NASA got caught pretending with little remote controls on an island, Devon Island. They got caught, okay? Pretending to be on Mars, okay? I'm not kidding. Just like they said and lied and said that all the astronauts died in the Columbia space shuttle. Nonsense. These fuckers are teaching with cushy teaching jobs. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, if not millions. Banking to protect the lie and accentuate it. Maintain it. Keep deceiving. What's up, Ty? By the way, we have graduated from the Eagle Eye crew, and now we have transformed and transfigured into a Phoenix and graduated to the next level, and now we are the Phoenix Eye crew. So much love, brother. Your Phoenix Eye crew. Congratulations. Congratulations. Welcome to the Phoenix Eye crew. And I know you're down in, if you're down in Australia, I'll be back in a second. I got to take a whiz because I'm a wizard. I have to take a quick bathroom break. Everybody take a bathroom break. I'm going to get a cup of coffee, smoke a greenie, pack a greenie, and then ask Ty about Australia because I think you're still in Australia and maybe you could tell us about her retiring or what your take is on anything about Australia, the prison that is Australia. Yeah, never a straight answer. And Nassau's George Carlin called them Nassau's. So yeah, much bruv, Tyson. So frequency 528. Captain Fucktard wants to hook up with your YouTube channel. Can't find it. Can you put the link in to the comment section? I'll be back. Fuck your freedoms. Fuck your freedoms. Fucking goddamn demon. Somebody chop his head off, will you? Fuck your freedom. It's not a tumor. Forgot my cup. Fucking bugs are pissing me off. Oh. God damn, dude, it's an infestation of these goddamn things. Oh, wait. Oh, wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. This is great. This is great. This shit out. Sorry, these fucking things just don't do it. There we go. The destroyer of geology. The guy that pulled the card out from under the house of cards of geology. And another hoax. We don't give shit. Look down. Okay. I'm sorry. I like to play my songs. I'm going to have to play another song here, over there. I like my songs. God damn these retard shit. Wait till I get my new glasses. Just wait! Just wait until I get my new glasses. You're getting new ones? No, but it'd be nice to. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Prana, weren't you over the retard zone? I hope I don't catch you over there. Trying to come over here, retard. Yeah, it's incredible. Again, this documentary, and there's another one, but I'm not talking about a documentary, but another situation where they're identifying and proving that they're all bribed and paid off by Pfizer, and it's all proof. All the politicians, this is proof. I don't know what more the retards need. Not to mention, when you look at them, they're like 24-hour, 7-day a week, big pharma salesman, infomercial, bad karma headed their way. Maiming as many people as they can, injuring as many people as they can, tricking the people into what I call the lobotomy scam 2.0. This is the lobotomy scam 2.0. Trick as many as these retards, and they get off on this weird tricking energy. Something is, because it likes it over and over again. It goes for the same weird, dumb, childish shit, and it wants to trick all these retards. The destroyer of geology. Yeah, dude, I don't know who's deleting your messages, man, but don't say stupid shit because I'm not deleting anything. Maybe the someone else's, but it damn sure ain't me. I'm fucking drinking coffee. And my other hand, it has an. How the fuck am I deleting anything? I mean, I'm not touching anything. Nobody's deleting nothing. But yeah, so there's no such thing as geology. It's all just melted buildings by some event. They were melting so hot from the bottom that they turned into a liquid. From a solid into a liquid. Get some retards coming up here. Go away, you fucking retards. And turns out that this is all what people think is land and sand and earth and all that shit. It's building ash. What do you want? Go away, you fucking jerk. Fucking dicks over there. Yeah, maybe YouTube's deleting your messages. For all I know. I mean, they deleted mine. They'd censor me. What do you want? Go away, you fucking jerk. You fucking retards. The fucking sheeptards are out today, man. The fucking retards are out today. Whew. Let me fucking tell you, the retards are out today. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, well, whatever. Not too worried about safety. It's the last fucking thing I'm worried about. Okay, let me just throw on a great tune. Oh yeah, that's right, Tyson. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Tyson says in Australia here, or there, he's in Australia. You know. Again, you have to understand that maybe some of these people are commenting from a different platform. I'm streaming to different destinations. Facebook group, both of my YouTube channels, When the Buildings Cried 2.0 and 3.0. So when you don't see a fucking comment, it's because it's on a different platform. So it's really it's not a fucking conspiracy. It's because you're on a different platform. So if they're not commenting on that platform, you may not see it. So, but I'll read it out if it's important. So don't worry about it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe try another platform, the 2.0. Maybe they can't comment more on it. But he's saying that they're not even allowing you to film any protests. And then I heard that they actually economically they disconnected all their communications as well, and didn't allow any of them to try to communicate. A lot of people come out here to target practice and shoot and shit. I like that. I've had people come out here with their son, and I end up shooting all their fucking guns and bullets. It's great. They're like, yeah, you mind if we shoot a few over here? I'm like, if you don't mind letting me shoot a few. Sure. Man, he was a former cop or some shit, right? Military or cop, or maybe, who knows? He's bringing his son out, right? And he's got this AR-15 with a scope, man. And I'm telling you, man, you can just fucking hit anything you want with it. And same with that 45 long. It shoots 45s, but they're this long, but looks like a 30-30 repeater, right? And bam, I can fucking, I nailed that little can from so far away. It was fucking insane, this thing, how accurate it was. But especially that AR-15 with the scope, too. That was very accurate. Just to that one time. And there they go. Some people came out yesterday to shoot as well. They're shooting around here all the time lately. Fuck. It's a bunch of bullets going up over here, too. The neighbors or somebody over there is fucking shooting. You get used to it. It's kind of warming up, huh? Whew. Drink some coffee. I don't know, man, dude. They're just shooting into the mountain, man. Fuck. From over on this side. I don't know where the fuck they're shooting over there, how far it is, or any of the shit, but because I'm not over there when they're shooting. I see them go over there all the fucking time. And they go down this trail here, but I don't know exactly where they're shooting. There's this building over here that's completely melted, right? And they call it the moon rock and shit. It's a totally melted building. Totally fucked up. Like all these buildings here, like melted down this way, right? And they were like so hot that they were flowing this way over other buildings. And then those buildings were like all mangled and melted too. It's a mess, man. I mean, it's all destruction. Everywhere you look, it's ashes. Are you the phoenix that rises out of the ashes? Are we? Yeah, we have to be. We don't have a choice. We got to get out of here. Don't go to the light. That's back into the fake light hologram. Don't go into the light. They're going to tell you, go into the light. The opposite. Always do the opposite that what they say, right? You know that, right? Always do the opposite of what they tell you to do. Trust me. They tell you to take the you know what jab. Do the opposite. Don't take it. Do not take that shit. They want you fucking self-suffocating. Again, what I was saying before, because I lost my train of thought, is the lobotomy scam 2.0 that is occurring right now. They get off on tricking these fuckers into killing themselves, man. They get off on this shit. I'm telling you, with the cigarette smoking, trick these retards into killing themselves that way, and then then they tricked the retards. They were lining up to be lobotomized. Literally, folks, they were dead. Their physical body was alive, but they were dead. They were vegetables now, and then they love that, right? They love that, and then now they got the retards self-jabbing, self-calling, self-Thanosing with the you know what 2.0. It's the same thing. The trick: get these retards to snuff themselves, to off themselves. They get off on that shit. Yeah. You probably don't want to wake up on the other side of that if you're being tricked into offing yourself. Yeah. Oof. It's just a technology. It's just a ride, man. And I don't know if you can get off on it anytime you want, Bill Hicks. You can get off it anytime you want. Can you, though? Can you? Doesn't look like that. Looks like these retards are getting memory wiped and reused again and again with the harvesting of the energy, the emotions, the energy and motion. Emotion, literally, the etymology of emotion is literally energy and motion. Emotion broken down is energy and motion. Emotions are energy, possibly food energy for these parasites. Yeah, great job, Tyson. Great job, Ty. It sounds like you're staying fit. It doesn't hurt to. I find hiking keeps me in pretty good shape. Yep. Yep. When I'm doing home inspections, they keep me in shape, that's for sure. Having to bend over about 1,000 goddamn times. Yeah, that fucking adds up. Okay. See if this fucking thing will share. Yeah, again, WRCLB. We don't know that. Again, that's some David Icke shit. I just call them etheric parasites because the rest is really belief. But you need to go and watch my documentary in the link below. Of course, all science. Stockholm syndrome. All right, I've done this. Disease. It's all along with just a couple of these, but that's all right. We'll get to one. What's disease with only 1 instance of deaths of common flu? The martial law. I mean, what the fuck? And beatdowns and kidnappings and assaults by cops and abuse. Fucking kill them all, man. But you have a choice. Boss, take the jab or get fired. Boss, have sex with me or get fired. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture, she says. I was there in this. All right, I've done. Let me see. How far am I here? Let me get to. Okay, here we go. College football. Your child. College football. Thousands of people no mask. Your child. No one near him, a mask on. All right, let me get to. Fuck all governments, folks. Okay, you have to learn that you're not a child, and nobody has the right to tell you what to do. Again, look at the melted buildings. Notice the dripping, the melting, how hot this event. This is what the interior of a building that got melted by this X factor looks. You can see the heat damage, the heat melting, the viscousness, the dripping, and then it's solidified when it cools off. It's incredible evidence. You'll okay, all right. I guess we did this one too already. You'll know you've perfected the scientific domestication of your slave class when the slaves will train their offspring to be compliant slaves for you. For you. Costs in public to avoid being sent to a field camp. Stop saying the word you're looking for is fucking healthy, you chico. Helpful. You're fucking healthy. Oh shit, I can't get shit. Fuck you. Facebook, are you concerned that you know someone you know is becoming extreme? Me, Mark Zuckerberg. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. There he is. Yes. Yes, I do know. There he is. It's you, Mark. It's fucking you, motherfucker. You're the extremist, motherfucker. Oh, beware of useful idiots. How to create a social state by whatever. There are 8 levels of control that must be obtained before you're able to create a social state. The first is the most important. Healthcare, poverty, debt, gun control, welfare, education, religion. Get the fuckers, into religion. It's a great trick. To this day, it is the fucking most heavy-duty psychological mind fuck operation I've ever seen. And then here, class warfare, of course. Divide and conquer. Don't forget that. I mean, come on. Come on. Look what government. Notice how government is nailing all 8 of these fucking things, right? Wow. What do we see here? Follow the yellow brick road. You mean the damaged red brick? Melted? Look at that. Cooked? Completely cooked into shit, except guess what? Some of the bricks didn't get cooked all the way, huh? I love it. And there it is. Look at that evidence. Look at it. Look, it was all red brick. I hope you understand. Look what it got cooked into. It attacked the brick. It melted it. It cooked it into these little fucking pieces here. It cooked the bricks into gravel here. I mean, really. It's amazing, but it's been cooked into gravel here. I mean, it is what it is. It's been cooked. Oh, look at that huge chunk of red brick right there. Again, it's a melted building. Looks like some irrigation system is flooding the system now or some shit here. This is a statue from the old world. It's a melted building, and it's just a statue. Most likely, some of it was sculpted when it was soft as well. Sculpted as well, maybe, besides molds. But the molds on top around the arch, clearly symmetrical, just, simple, real simple molds. But then retards that come along. Look, it's a carving 600 years ago because they were there, okay? They were there. They know it was 600 years. Not. It's the dumbest fucking shit you could ever say. It's so goddamn dumb to say shit like that. It wasn't carved. Clearly, it's mold. These are molds. Any fucking retard without a brain knows these are molds. The economy is going great. We created 5 million jobs this year. I have 3 of them, and I still can't pay my rent. It's called inflation, folks. Cost of living is going to go up. Quality of life is going to go down. Your money isn't buying what it used to be able to buy, folks. You got to understand that. The value's gone down of your money. And with these insane, mentally ill, trillion-dollar packages, $6.2 trillion by Trump, now another $3.5 trillion by these fucking retards. And it's not relieving anything, that relief package, by the way, didn't relieve anything. But a bunch of, anyway, they're printed, your value of the dollar is going down It's going to be banana republic level soon with all these $1 trillion packages. It's insane. So you could be totally have a nest egg of money that you've been saving for fucking decades, right? And that money is dwindling as it sits there in under your bed, so to speak. It is dwindling to zero as we speak, and it's going there fast. You better buy assets right now with it. It's going to be worth nothing. Nothing. You'll need tons. You'll need wheelbarrowfuls of money to buy bread. They used to do cartoons on this shit. This shit, they did it over and over again. If you would just pay a little bit of attention and see what they've done to other countries over and over again with this shit. You can't help these retards here sometimes. Took a 2-hour nap today, but I'm still tired because you didn't fucking take your nap. Thanks, anti-napper. You fucking anti-nappers. I hate you. We're going to force you out of society. You can't go to the bank anymore. You won't be able to buy food, you fucking anti-napper. You know? And you won't be able to we're going to make sure you can't do shit. I'm bribed by Pfizer. We're going to make sure that you can't do this and that. I love Pfizer. Bow down to Pfizer. Make sure to wash your butt today so that mine doesn't stink. See, I need to make sure you clean your asshole out really good. Otherwise, mine is going to stink. You dumb motherfuckers. You're so mentally ill. It's insane. By the way, if you don't hurry up and if you somehow don't magically make a parachute appear, mine is not going to work. The plane's going down. What are you doing? Oh boy, I'm so dumb here. Uh-oh. I think we have a mystery here. But we know it's not a mystery. Anybody with half a brain could put 2 and 2 together. It seems like they put the label COVID with no evidence. So why not, the same when it's you know what? Excuse me. Why not? When the Rona tries to get you, but you've already sat down at your table, so you're fucking good to go. You're good to go. You were able to sit down in time. Firing Fauci does not go far enough. You true. Anthony Fauci needs to be tried and put into federal prison. He needs his head chopped off or to be hanged for crimes against humanity. He ruined millions of lives via depression, bankruptcy, suicide, and preyed on children via school. He and many others have taken part in the crime of the century. We all know it. I don't know who this is. It's probably a politician retard that's trapped in the right-left paradigm of government. But either way, interesting quote. Wearing a mask while receiving your 3rd shot pretty much sums up this whole thing. Right? Yep. Right? That kind of sums it up right there. And this retard's still wearing a mask. All right, schools be like drugs are bad, then prescribe a 6-year-old Adderall for not wanting to sit in the same spot for 8 fucking hours. Again, big pharma is totally pushing drugs on children via the school system. It's so criminal. It's insane. It's madness. People continue to confuse being obedient with a good person. You're not a good person for following unscientific, morally corrupt rules. What you are is a coward. Good people don't follow unjust laws. It's their disobedience to them that creates positive change. Today, our worst fears were realized. The law outlawing homeschooling in France has been passed. our last hope that the blah 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 Constitution. What fuck? What does that? What did that do to help you? Anyway, it looks like they're outlawing school homeschooling in France, which again, criminals, adults like you, telling you that no, you can't raise your children. We have to raise them and indoctrinate them. This is so criminal. I would so kill every one of these fuckers in the government here. Every one of these fuckers need to be executed with extreme prejudice. Some of you are going to keep trusting the government until your pronouns are were, past tense. Health cannot be injected. You have one hole here to take shit into your body. That's it. That's it. And two other ones to breathe in. That's it, man. And they're all both right up on your face there. And then on the sides, you take it in sound. The vessel, it's a human instrument. It's an instrument. Good people don't need laws to tell them to act responsibly, and bad people will find a way around the laws. So, again, you are mentally ill if you make laws and you think you have the authority to tell other grown adults what to do. You don't ever have any authority to make any laws for any other free beings. You leave them the fuck alone. I see people driving alone in their car wearing a mask and wonder if they lay alone in bed with a condom on. What do you think, guy? Hey, I wonder. A body of men holding themselves accountable to nobody ought not to be trusted by anybody. Exposes tentacle, you know what? Under a microscope, there was one particular object or organism that had tentacles coming from it, and it was able to lift it up off the glass slide. It appeared to be self-aware, able to grow or move in space. Yeah, I would have that injected into me. Fuck yeah. Oh, that would be great. Is the sky really falling? Alleged you-know-what deaths in the U.S. If you look way down here below zero, where zero is, you see a little bit of the red coming up. So, for a year and a half is what it is now. Since March of 2020, it's a year and a half. For a year and a half, these retards are in fear, and they've never ever seen anybody die, ever, or even get sick. Dear plexiglass, thank you for protecting me from the cashier who just touched every single item I'll be taking off with me. That really is some mental ill shit, folks. These people, dude, are the psychological operations here are batshit crazy, or beyond the pale, and mind-boggling. Mind-boggling, dude. This is a psychological operation. She's touching everything. And then there's plexiglass because they don't want you talking to each other, basically, either. It's beyond the build back better. Be ba. Again, they love their little trick spells. I don't know why, but they do. Well, because they work. Obviously, they work. And they're all hypnotized. They're under a spell. Build back better. This is the new spell, a new narrative that they're mind controlling everybody with. It looks like that. Oh, here we go. I saw this and I had to screenshot this idiocy. Satellite messenger for safer adventurers, right? Adventures. And then down here, global satellite hotspot. Be prepared for the unexpected. Are you kidding me? Satellites don't exist. The psyop never stops, folks. Even the retards are so tricked. When doctors and nurses are quitting their jobs over a medical mandate, it's probably time to realize that something's not right. And I don't know who she is. I just a quick quote. Left wing paradigm retard. If you can't pee off the porch, your neighbor is probably. That's me. What if I told you questioning science is science? That's science. Yes, that's what it is. You question everything. And if it stands up to the rigorous questioning, then damn, it must be true, right? But see, if you run from that rigorous adversity and it doesn't stand, they don't want it to go through it. It won't stand up. See, it won't stand up. If you watch TV, you're in the middle of a deadly pandemic. If you don't, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's just a normal day. It's just a normal day. There ain't nothing going on. There's crickets. You can hear the crickets and shit going. Nothing's happening. But if you turn the TV on, doomed under a dome. We're doomed. We're all fucked. We're gonna die. Hell's happening right now. Fear, 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 fear porn, fear porn. Be afraid, be afraid. Fucking cocksuckers. In 1974, the CIA admitted in open court that they plant fake news stories to manipulate the behavior of the world. What do you think they're doing now, retards? Come on! If you feel pain, you're alive. If you feel other people's pain, you're a human being. If you don't feel other people's pain, you're a dead, soulless, heartless piece of fucking shit. You're a fucking zombie robot meat sack of shit. The largest health system in Louisiana will start fining employees hundreds of dollars a month if they are married to a you-know-what person. Madness. Again, strangers, for some reason, thinking they have the authority over other grown adults, other strangers' lives. It's amazing. It's amazing. If it weren't for these tricked retards, we wouldn't be dealing with this shit, would we? Right? Huh? Nuremberg trials 2.0, baby. 2.0, here we go. It's time. It's time to kill these motherfuckers. The truth is, you shouldn't even need to research at this point. Common sense should reveal the absolute absurdity of what is happening in the world right now. Absurdity. It's time to give up on facts. You must not do your own research when it comes to science. Questioning authority has become too much of a good thing, and it's killing people. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Critical thinking, as we're taught to do, it isn't helping in the fight against misinformation. Don't question anything. That's not science. Trust us, the pedophile criminals. Don't question anything. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Don't critically think. Look at this psychological operation that I have uncovered here. I didn't uncover it, but that I'm talking about here. I meant to say I'm just talking about it. Look at these motherfuckers, what they do to get these retards to not research anything. Look at how they work these retards. I've seen several tweets comparing this to the Nazis, the Holocaust, and saying things like this is how it begins. I teach Holocaust literature. Oh, I bet you do. So let me be clear. This isn't how it began. This is already several stages along the way. And that's exactly what I keep saying. When I hear David Icke retard out and go, oh man, this shit is coming. Dude, you know better than anyone. It's been here, man. Don't say it's been here, man. All this shit's been here for decades, folks. I mean, you had 9/11. I mean, you have tricks over and over again. 93, World Trade Center bombing. They catch the FBI red-handed with the videotapes and everything. The patsy fooled the FBI and recorded all the FBI and because he knew they were trying to set him up. And it was the FBI caught bombing the World Trade Center basement, and nobody gets in trouble. This is how dumb these fucking retards are here. Hoax after hoax, folks. And then they blow up 9/11. Inside job. We know that aluminum cans, no matter how hard you throw them at a concrete wall, it's not going to do anything. Plus, no planes hit Building 7, and it fell symmetrically, meaning 80 plus steel reinforced concrete columns had to be simultaneously taken out to have no resistance in a perfectly symmetrical fucking free fall. You'll never find justice in a world where criminals make all the rules. Again, check this out. We worked through the pandemic with no vaccine. Now they want to fire us. We worked through the whole pandemic with no you know what. Last year's heroes, this year's unemployed. Time to end the harmful and divisive rhetoric that healthy people are a threat to others. Healthy people are not a threat to other healthy or unhealthy people, but unhealthy people are a threat to themselves. Satellite 2021. Seattle. Yeah, there's no such thing as satellite, so there's that. Seattle 2021, New Year's display showed a needle penetrating a strand of DNA. Because they love you. You see how much they love you? Look how much they love you. Oh, let me penetrate your DNA. By the time I'm 67, over 600,000 will be paid until Social Security on my behalf. That money would have been worth blah, 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 blah. The government promises, again, would have been worth $1.9 million if I had gotten a 5% return. My annual interest would be $95,000 a year. But guess what the government gives them? $37,000 a year. How is this not theft? Again, dude, what do you expect? You deserve it when you allow government to exist. You deserve that to be fleeced when you allow criminals to harm everybody around you, and you think that ain't gonna harm you next. What are you, dumb? You think that you're gonna watch them shoot a guy over and over again next to you, and finally get to you, and they're not gonna shoot you? Is that what you think? Are you really that stupid? I challenge the news media to have me an MIT PhD in biological engineering and expert on the immune system in a live debate while lying scumbag Fauci. The truth will emerge fast, and the world will learn some basic immunology. Again, the owner of the PCR test, Kelly, and whatever the fuck his name was, also did the same thing. Would happily debate this retard Fauci because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's a scam. He's a fraud. He's a fraud. Absolutely a fraud, and should be absolutely it's criminal. You're gonna have to pay, punished hard. Tobacco industry. No one could fool people into thinking a product was safe for as long as we did. Tobacco industry. No one could fool anybody into thinking a product was safe as long as we did. And then here you have the you-know-what industry. Big Pharma says, hold my beer. Again, these morons have been taking flu shots for 100 years, and there's still the flu. Still people detoxing. There's not catching anything. That's still a medical operation, too. Do no harm means your oath to the patient, not to the you know who or the government or the you know who, or your oath is to the patient. You fucking jerks. Oh man, look at that. Look what they put on his friends. His friend died in a car accident, right? Born to lose, live to win. What's up, buddy? Your friend died in a car accident last year. Guess what they put down for the cause of death, folks? These fucking criminals, man. Fucking criminals, man. What's up, Astro Geek? 5 billion. Yeah, and again, I did a documentary on this shit. Okay? You need to go in the link below and fucking watch my documentary, okay? Where there are no mountains, man, okay? You don't come up on my chat talking mountains. These are melted buildings. That's why there's fucking stairs. Why else would there be fucking stairs? Think. Military taking control of petrol stations here in Scotland. Again, another psychological operation, another hoax, another disruption, another con, another criminal activity is now it's not good enough to fuck with the food lines. They got to fuck with the fuel lines that then fuck with the food line supply chain lines, and they're going to starve out a bunch of people. It's about to happen. It's going to be rough to live through this shit, but we're going to have to. But it's not. It's going to be rough. There's going to be a rough patch before the calm of the storm or some shit. I mean, but before the storm. It's going to be a storm. Dude, I don't give financial advice, man. Give me a break. Even though I do actually have a degree in finance, and one of my jobs was to be a financial planner, which, boring. No thanks. Not for me. What? Oh, thanks for the birthday, belated birthday. Yep, 51 now. Thanks, Red Brick. Love you too. And what was that about heart attacks? I missed it. It's blood clots. It's reactions. They're effects. There's no such thing as side effects. There's either an effect or no effect. And if everybody's having the same effect, then it's basically going to be your main effect, the intended effect. That's probably your intended effect. If everybody's getting the same effect, then that was your intended effect. There's no side effect. Either something affects you or it doesn't, right? There's no effect. Oh, yeah, this motherfucker's having an effect. This shit's fucking affecting me. It's having an effect. Oh, yeah. Towers of the Dome. Murphy's Law. Listening while I'm getting my dishes done. That's great. Yep, the destroyer of geology. That's a great Towers of the Domes. Let's see. Oh man. Operation Mindfuck. With these fuckers wearing the mask all the time. It's only slaves wear masks. You would never, you have 2 holes in your entire body to take in air, man, when you're breathing. You would never block that. You have to be so mentally ill dumb to ever wear a mask. Ever. The only time is like when you're going down in a crawl space and there's building ash everywhere and you need to keep those big, large, physical building ash objects out of your breathing lungs, then you could wear a mask. Okay? This shit is fucking mental illness. When in fact, if the shit was even real, it would be 1,000 times smaller than the fucking holes in the mask. They're so dumb. And the mask box on it says, does not protect from this, you dumb fucks. Can't test for something that's never been isolated anyway. And again, why would you ever take anything where one of the side effects or main effects was death when nobody has ever died from any of the shit that's ever been isolated? Kelly, what's his fucking head told you straight up that he'll debate that retard Frosty and that the tests were not meant, the tests are only meant to amplify certain things so you have more of it to research, or excuse me, to experiment on, you dumb fucks. It doesn't isolate anything. This is madness that we're even dealing with this shit. It's that they've been able to push these frauds and lies with no evidence for so long. It's amazing, man. Yeah, and good. I hope everybody fucking resigns from the government, man. That's less assholes out there taking all your money and freedom, man. Hell yeah. And I hope the rest of them die from the fucking you know what jab, doc death cocktail retards. And I hope they fucking paralyzed from the neck down and all that shit. Good stuff. Because they got it coming, man. Making me fucking, making everybody live like this. Man, good. Good. I hope all these fucking guys die from the jab. I can't wait. I fucking hope they die so fucking miserable and so much pain. Fuck them. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. I hope they suffer too. I am Jedi. I'll be right back. Let's take a quick whiz break. Take a quick coffee break. Get some more coffee and bathroom. Go bathroom break. Be right back because I got to do a dab, throw a tune on. Looks like we got some people in here today. It's nice to see for a change. Okay. So I wonder. Oh man, sheesh. Sorry about the bathroom break, but yep, had to go. Okay. Yeah, much love to the Phoenix Light crew. And I think, I don't know if I did I hear something about graphene? I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, if they're, who knows what they're putting in it? That's why, like, it's crazy. What, like, really? Like, folks, you're, who the fuck, like, one size does not fit all. Who the fuck are these retards thinking that you can give everybody the same thing, man? It's madness how dumb they are here. It's madness. We all know one size doesn't fit all. How could you ever think that you could medicate everybody the same with the same dose and the same everything? It's bizarre. The trickery. How they don't even think of this. They're so dumb here. They're so fucking dumb here. Like nobody ever takes the same. You have different people react with different things. All this different shit they're putting in it. And they're telling you one size fits all. Man, you gotta stop being so stupid, people. The sheeptards, man. Fucking sheeptards. Oh man, it's it's real bad, these fucking sheeptards. They're really fucking us, man. They're fucking us up. They're fucking the Eagle Eye crew up. They fucking us.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone.
The old cynicism is gone. The destroyer of geology.
As to what becomes of it all.
The destroyer of geology.
To our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism.
I've got
One that can see.
All these mixes are addicting because
They stick in your head. Fire. Fire. Phoenix Night Crow. Rise from the ashes.
keep on standing up, being free,
people. Rise. Phoenix. Rise, Phoenix. Rise. Rise, Phoenix, rise. Out of the ashes. Be reborn. Born again. From the retard hologram. Oh, of course. Frodsky doesn't want anybody gathering for Christmas. Of course not. That goes against everything that they need. That's against all their shit. Goes against them because then they'll be able to talk about what a fraudie is. Can't have that. Then they'd be able to talk about what a fraudie is over there. Of course you're gonna get the smuts. Of course you're gonna get the smuts.
I've got one that can see.
That's right. Fudge Packer.
Everybody Charles
2.0, baby. Boom. 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 Gaga goo goo. This shit is gaga goo goo here, man. Treating us like children. You need to fucking beat them down and read them a nursery instead. Because they're the children. They all gotta die for this shit. Her damage that she did, even though she retired, that stupid bitch in Australia, she already did the damage, though. She's gotta die now. That bitch has to die. I want her dead as fuck. The dude, whatever. She looks like a dude too. So I don't know. Could have been a dude.
And then you know what?
Real manly face.
When these motherfuckers start spraying chemtrails. I really fucking hate that, you know?
Of course, I don't really fall into all that shit, but dude, she's got a really manly looking face. Or he, whatever. It's probably a she, but your face is fugly as fuck. God damn. The damage they caused, all the lives she ruined. I hope they kill the fuck out of that bitch. I hope they fucking wait for her soul and fucking kill that fucking bitch too.
Oh yeah, Towers for the Dome. I like Craig Pictures as well. Don't be a
Phoenix Eye Crew. The destroyer of geology. By the way, I have single-handedly destroyed geology. Just in case you didn't know. Single-handedly destroyed geology. Their lies, their nonsense, their retardation, their dumb fuckness and dumb fuckery. I would never do that fuckery. Program. They're television programmed. People are so television programmed. They're television programmed. They're so programmed by the television. Whew. Dr. Fudgepacker, true that. And let me see if I can. I wonder if this fucking this documentary will play at all. I wonder if I can. Whoops! God damn it! I can't see where the fuck. All right, I'm going to play part of this so you guys get the idea of what I'm talking about with this documentary called Monopoly. Monopoly, because that's what they got, okay? These motherfuckers have a monopoly, and it's the same assholes that are doing all this negative shit to us, okay? Watch this. I can't get the screen any bigger because it's a retard website.
Dear fellow human, I think
Dear fellow human, this guy's great.
by now you have the feeling that something is not right about our current situation.
Mandatory mask arrest.
But I also think that the many
Fourth booster.
theories may have
Fourth
led you
booster in Israel.
from both the media
They're getting fucking
and those who spread the
hammered over there.
Still, I hope you will listen to me for a moment, because as you watch this video, hundreds of millions of people worldwide are falling into poverty because of the measures that have been in place for so long.
Closed. Closed due to tyranny. Closed
The biggest
due
economic
to tyranny.
that we will ever experience.
Tyrannical.
Not affect you personally yet. It's only a matter of time before the ripple effects also reach you and your loved ones.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time,
This is not
folks.
alarmism, but the harsh reality we face. I also think that we can limit the damage and even benefit from it if we are properly and objectively informed about our current situation. Therefore, easy effects that I think are essential. Less than a handful of mega corporations dominate every aspect of our lives. That may seem like an exaggeration, but from the breakfast that's on the table in the morning to the mattress we sleep on at night, and everything we do, put on, or consume in between, all are largely dependent on these corporations. These are investment companies and they manage major mutuals on Earth. They're the protagonists of the play which we are currently
Protagonists.
witnessing. So as not to take up too much of your time, I've summarized the most important information as briefly as possible.
Yeah.
How does it work? Let's take as an example a company like PepsiCo,
PepsiCo.
which is the parent company of many of the most popular soft drinks and snacks in the world.
All kinds of GMO batshit poison.
There appear to be many different competing brands, but they all come from the factories of a small number of corporations that together have a monopoly on the industry.
Monopoly.
In the packaged food industry, there are a number of other major companies, such as Unilever, the Coca-Cola Company, Mondelez, and Nestle. On this image, you see that virtually every well-known brand in the packaged food industry belongs to one of these corporations. You can easily get this kind of information. You can verify it on the websites of the relevant brands or on Wikipedia. Companies of this type are usually
Wikipedia.
publicly traded.
Wikipedia.
Board where the largest shareholders call the shots. On websites like Yahoo Finance, we can find detailed company information, including who the largest shareholders of these companies are. Let's take PepsiCo
BlackRock.
as an example. We see that
Vanguard.
73.14% of the shares are held
State
by
Street.
no less than 3,379 institutional investors.
Vanguard.
These include investment companies, mutual funds, insurance companies,
Fucking video game
banks,
named Vanguard.
and
Remember
in
that?
some cases, governments. Let's look at who the largest institutional investors of PepsiCo are.
Let's see.
As you can see, just 10 out of the 3,379 investors account for almost 1/3 of all shares.
Okay. And just learn to recognize the same companies over and over again. Vanguard Group, BlackRock, because hey, they love black, dark, fucking. All right, State Street, Bank of America, of course, Giodi, whatever the fuck, Wellington Management, Northern Trust, Bank of New York, of course, Magellan, JP Morgan, of course, the biggest criminals of all time, JP fucking Morgan, of course, they're going to be on this list because JP Morgan didn't want you to have free energy and they blackballed Tesla, even though he, was used, but whatever. Check this out.
The combined share capital of these top 10 has a value of approximately $60 billion.
Again, you still see JP Morgan, the criminal, at it again, working hard to fuck us.
But of those 10 investors, 3 own more shares than
Vanguard,
7.
BlackRock, State Street.
Let's remember their names and let's see who owns the most shares at the Coca-Cola Company, Pepsi's big competitor.
Are you ready?
We see that just like with PepsiCo.
Wait. Are you ready? Again, PepsiCo's big competitor, Coca-Cola, right? They're major. Oh man, they're such competitors. Wait.
The majority of the shares are held
But wait, they're owned by the exact same people. You mean they own both sides? It doesn't matter who you vote for. They own them both. Doesn't matter which, if you buy from Home Depot or Lowe's, they own them both. Really? Oh, gaga goo 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 gaga goo goo.
institutional investors. Let's look at the top 10 and start with the last one of them. 4 out of the 6 institutional investors we also saw at the last 6 of PepsiCo. These are Norton Trust, JP Morgan Chase, Giodi Capital Management.
Yep, I just read
and
them.
Wellington Management.
There you go.
Now, let's look at the 4 largest shareholders.
Berkshire
3 of
Hathaway,
these we also saw in the top 4 at PepsiCo.
Vanguard, BlackRock,
Vanguard,
State
and
Street.
And there's another one.
Berkshire
Hathaway.
Hathaway, of
These
course.
are the 4 largest investment companies on the planet.
That's right. There they are. Guess which one is the number one?
Coca-Cola are anything but competitors.
Vanguard.
But also the other big companies that own many brands, such as Unilever, Mondelez, and Nestle, are owned by the same small group of institutional investors. And you don't only find these names in the packaged food industry. For example, let's look up on Wikipedia what the largest companies are within the technology industry. Facebook owns WhatsApp and Instagram. Together with Twitter, they form the most popular social media platforms in the world. Alphabet is the parent company of all Google businesses, including YouTube and Gmail, but they are also the biggest sponsors and developers of Android, one of the 2 operating systems on which almost all smartphones and tablets
It's either that or Apple. And they own them both.
The other operating system is Apple's iOS.
Are you ready? Are you
Finally,
ready?
if we add Microsoft to the other 3,
Are you ready?
we see
Are you
that
going to be
4
surprised or
companies
not?
produce the software
You won't be
almost
surprised,
all
right?
computers, tablets, and
You know who
smartphones in
owns
the world
both, right?
depend on.
You know who
Let's
owns
see
both,
who
right?
owns the most shares of these powerful
You already know,
companies.
don't you? You already
If we
know.
look at Facebook, we see that more than 80% of the shares are owned by institutional investors.
Yep.
These are the same names we saw in the food industry.
Vanguard.
Again,
BlackRock,
the same investors
State
at
Street.
the top. Then Twitter, which with Facebook and Instagram makes up the top 3. Amazingly, we see that the company
Morgan
is also
Stanley,
owned by the same
Vanguard
investors.
Group, BlackRock, State Street. Oh, JP Morgan.
We see them
Oh, fuck you. Berkshire Hathaway.
but also with their big competitor, Microsoft.
Oops. The same people own them all. They're supposedly competitors, but
When
for
we
the
look at all
retards,
other companies
they don't
that
get it.
dominate the technology industry.
They don't
build our
get this shit.
computers, TVs, smartphones, and household
Somehow it's
appliances,
too complicated.
the same big
Somehow.
investors who own a majority of the shares. We see this within all industries around the world.
Every
And just to show you
fucking
that I'm not exaggerating,
industry.
I'll give you another example.
And we're not exaggerating here.
Let's say we want to plan a vacation. On our computer or smartphone,
Look at that
we look
building
for a
ash.
cheap flight to the sun through websites like Skyscanner and Expedia, both of which belong to the same group of institutional investors. We
Wow.
fly with one of the many airlines, of which the majority of the shares are often owned by the same investors or governments, like Air France KLM. The aircraft we fly is in most cases a Boeing or an Airbus. Again, we see the same name. We look for a hotel or an apartment through Booking.com or Airbnb.com. Once we arrive
This
at
is
our
amazing.
destination, we go out for dinner.
How obvious they
and
are.
write a review on TripAdvisor. The same investors are at the basis of every
I-
aspect
It's
of our
great.
life, and their power
It's
goes
so
even much
easy
further,
to kill all these
because even
fucking
the
people.
kerosene
You know who they
that fuels the
are.
plane comes from one of
It's
their
so
many
easy to
oil
round
companies
them
and
up and kill them.
refineries. Just like the steel that the plane
It would be
was made
so
of,
easy
comes
to
from one
beat
of the
these
many mining
fuckers.
companies.
It would be like taking candy from a
This small
baby
group of investment companies
if they were awake.
and mutual funds are also the largest shareholders in the primary industries where raw materials come from.
Oh boy.
If we look on Wikipedia for the largest mining companies in the world,
Here we go.
see that their shareholders are the same institutional
Oops.
investors we see everywhere else.
Whoops.
The
Vanguard.
same goes for the largest agricultural
JP Morgan.
companies in the world that our entire food industry
BlackRock.
depends on.
State
For
Street.
example, they
Wellington.
own Bayer, the parent company of Monsanto, the world's largest seed
Bayer.
producer, which produces
Bayer.
90% of all the cotton seed
Bayer
in the world,
aspirin.
as well as the majority of
Didn't
all
that
others.
fucking kill a bunch of people?
But
Man.
these institutional investors are also the shareholders of the largest textile
Vanguard.
manufacturing companies in the world.
Vanguard.
And even the numerous popular clothing brands
Vanguard.
turn the cotton
BlackRock.
into the clothes we wear
State
are owned
Street.
by the same group of investors.
Vanguard. Wellington. Vanguard. BlackRock. JP Morgan.
Whether we have the world's largest solar panel producers,
Solar panels. Here we
the
go. You
largest
ready?
oil refineries,
They're all the same.
Shares are managed by
Vanguard,
the same
State Street,
companies.
BlackRock, all the same.
They own the tobacco.
They own
companies,
everything,
produce
folks.
all the popular
They
tobacco
own
brands in the world.
everything that's worth owning.
But they also own all the major companies in the pharmaceutical industry.
All of it.
Scientific institutes
Pfizer,
that produce
Moderna,
drugs.
BioNTech, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson. They own them all. They're
own
none of them
companies
are
that
separate.
produce our metals and raw
None.
materials.
This, according to all this evidence, all these corporations are basically non-competitive and they're all owned by the same people.
In the entire automobile, aircraft, and arms industry, where those metals and raw materials are processed.
Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, Newport, Trust. My mom worked for
They
Lockheed,
own the companies that build our electronics.
the secretary out at the Cape.
They own
When I lived
big
in Titusville,
department stores
Florida.
and online marketplaces.
Amazon. They own them all, bro. Y'all. I don't mean to
And
say
even
bro.
the payment methods that we use to pay for their
Sisters and
profits.
brothers. My brothers and sisters in light. You children of light. Because these fuckers, it's like a nursery up in here.
Because I want to keep my story as short as possible, I've decided to only show the tip of the iceberg. If you decide to investigate on your own, using the sources that you've just seen, then you will discover that even many of the most well-known insurance companies,
Banks,
banks,
construction companies,
telephone companies,
restaurant chains, and cosmetic brands.
are owned by the same institutional
All by the
investors we just saw.
same asshole motherfuckers that gotta die. Right now, they should be dead as fuck. Phoenix, did you see that? Phoenix is the I crew. The Phoenix is
These
rising.
institutional investors, as I told you earlier, mainly investment companies, banks,
And
insurance
insurance
companies.
companies.
They are in turn also owned by shareholders.
Ooh,
And what is the
shareholders.
most amazing thing? All these institutional investors own each other's shares.
Did you hear
Together,
that?
They form an immense network that we
Did you hear that? And together they form an immense. All right,
can
hold on.
compare to a pyramid.
Oh.
These institutional investors, they are in turn also owned by shareholders.
Sorry. Watch this. Are you ready?
Now, what is the most amazing thing?
What?
All
All of these institutional investors own each other's shares. Fucking clusterfuck.
of these institutional investors
Guilty, guilty, guilty. Whoops. Fuck.
own each other's shares. And together, they form an immense network that we can compare to a pyramid.
Ooh, pyramid. Ooh, uh-oh.
The smaller institutional investors are owned by larger investors, who
Aw.
in turn belong to even larger investors.
Aw.
The visible top of this pyramid consists of only two
Oh, shit.
companies.
Capstone
We've
at the
seen
top.
their names many times by now. They're Vanguard and BlackRock.
Vanguard, BlackRock.
The power of these two companies is something we can barely imagine. Not only are they the largest institutional investors of every major company
You also heard that BlackRock is buying up all the fucking real estate too in the U.S.
on Earth,
and turn them into things you can't own ever. They're to be rented forever.
they also
They
own
don't.
other institutional investors companies, giving them a complete
You won't own
monopoly.
anything, and you'll be happy.
According
according-
to a report by Bloomberg, one of
According
the
to
most
Klaus.
respected institutions in the world in the field of financial data and analytics, experts expect that by 2028, both companies will collectively manage about $20 trillion in investments.
Did you hear
In
that?
the process, will own almost everything.
Again, that's just what
The
you
same
see.
Bloomberg called BlackRock the fourth arm of government because it is the only non-government entity that has a close relationship with the federal banks. Also,
They consider BlackRock the fourth branch of government. How criminal is this? How obviously criminal.
both the central banks.
I want these fuckers so dead.
BlackRock
Man,
not only lends money to the federal banks, but is also their principal advisor and the developer of the computer computer system that the federal banks use.
Jeez.
Dozens of BlackRock employees had senior positions in the White House during the Bush and the Obama administrations, and currently under Joe Biden.
Fucking nail that motherfucker, Bush.
BlackRock CEO Larry Fink is a welcome guest with many heads of state and politicians, and understandably so. He's the face of the company that pulls the strings. Yet Larry Fink does not pull the strings himself. In fact, BlackRock itself is owned by shareholders.
Oh.
And if we look at who those shareholders are,
Who could they be? Let me think. Oh no, wait, I can't
we
think.
see that BlackRock's largest shareholders.
Oh yeah, Vanguard, BlackRock,
This
State
is where it
Street.
gets dark. Vanguard itself has a unique structure that makes it impossible to see who its shareholders or clients are.
Oops. Criminals,
The
cowards.
elite who own Vanguard don't want anyone to know that they are the owners of the most powerful company on earth.
That's right.
But of course, this is no secret to those who are willing to look into it.
Just a little bit. It doesn't take much digging.
Reports by Oxfam and Bloomberg show that 1% of the world's population collectively owns more money than the other 99%.
Fucking disgusting.
Oxfam claims that as much as 82% of all the money earned in
Disgusting.
2017 went to this 1% of people.
Disgusting.
Naturally, those who own the most powerful company on earth would also be the richest among this 1%. In other
Disgusting.
words, they are part of the 0.001%. Forbes, the
Disgusting.
most well-known business magazine in the world, by March 2020, some 2,075 billionaires.
Disgusting.
Oxfam's report showed that 2/3 of all these billionaires obtained their fortune through inheritances and monopolies.
Disgusting. Accumulating
This
the wealth
means
from
that
the
Vanguard
public.
has the richest families on earth.
It's a
If you
vacuum
study their
cleaner.
history,
Transformation.
these families have always belonged to
From the
top of
public
pyramid.
into a few hands.
Some even well before the Industrial Revolution.
They're so
began.
dumb here. They're so dumb. It's
Because
hard
their
to
history
believe.
is so interesting and extensive, I will explain some more about them in the follow-up video that I'm currently working
Rothschild,
on. But in
Rockefeller,
order not to elaborate
DuPont,
too far,
another
I
one.
will just point
These
out
families,
that
they
many
have a
these
lot of
belong
families.
to royal bloodlines. and
Okay.
they are the founders of our banking system, the United Nations, and every industry in the world.
Like I said, it's all about the families, folks. They use families to control everything. Look at this.
These families never lost their power, but because of an
They
increasing
change their
population,
names and
they were
hide.
forced to hide behind investment companies such as Vanguard, whose largest shareholders are the private funds and non-profit organizations of these families.
They hide under non-profits. Learn it. Watch how it works here. I want you guys. This is
To
mandatory
make the bigger
education
picture more
today.
clear, I need to briefly
have to
explain
learn
something
this.
about these non-profit organizations.
You have to be aware of
These are
this.
the links that connect the business community with politics and the media, allowing major conflicts of interest. At first glance, however, this is not noticeable. Non-profits, also called foundations, are organizations that rely on donations.
No, well,
They have to publish from whom they receive those donations.
perfect for
They
fucking
can invest this
laundering money
wherever they want.
and crimes.
Tax their profits, as long as those profits are reinvested in other projects that
It's
they
just
are
like
involved in.
Monero. That's like Monero.
Non-profits can move hundreds of billions of dollars from invisible investors. According to a report by the Australian government, this makes non-profit organizations ideal to finance terrorist groups and launder large
Take a wild guess too who the foundations are.
sums of money.
Wait till you see this. This document is critical for the Phoenix Eye crew to be aware of and know. So we are going to watch all of it today. I hope you don't mind. Let me see what the Eagle Eye, Phoenix Eye crew says. Oh, man. Dellington. People can't even fathom this shit. They're so fucking dumb. It is discouraging. Supposed to be we the people, but it's we the sheeple. That's right, Astro Geek. I just wish people, thank you. I just wish people would stand up and not get the jab. That is an instant death sentence. It's not good. That's why I call it self-Thanosing, self-calling. Junior Bush played the Numbskull role too, and he played it good too. Yeah, and dude, Mike Beard, I know. The reason Mars has melted buildings is because it's not Mars. It's because it's right here. Obviously, folks, there's no mountains. Their mountains are a result of the melted buildings here that from the X Factor event. So yeah, obviously. I talked about this years ago. Fucking years ago. Let's finish watching this right here.
The foundations and funds of the families who are highest in the hierarchy of the 1% hide behind the scenes as much as possible.
Suburban.
However, for cases that have a lot of publicity and attention, they use the foundations of philanthropist families that are lower in the ranking, but who are also extremely wealthy.
Fucking jerks.
In order to be concise,
Fuck
I will
you,
only highlight the
fucking
three
retard.
most important
Actor,
foundations in the
jerk,
world that connect
idiot.
all the industries in the world.
That guy's so dumb.
These are the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
Fucking puppets. Look at the
Open
puppets.
Society Foundations.
Look at all these
the
puppets.
Controversial multi-billionaire George Soros.
You'll never see the real pullers of the strings. Ever, you fucking retards will never see the real pullers of the strings. These are front actors.
To give you an idea of the size of these types of foundations.
They use all these different families. Clinton,
according to the official website.
Clinton Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This guy has just completely destroyed and explained how all these criminals are fucking us.
The World Economic Forum.
This guy's fantastic.
The Gates Foundation is the largest funder of the World Health Organization. After
Bam!
Donald Trump halted the funding of the WHO.
Fuck that fucking guy. Die. You're cursed.
This makes the Gates
You're cursed. You're cursed.
Most influential.
You're fired. You're cursed.
In the area of everything that relates to our health.
Your soul is fucking cursed, motherfucker. I can't wait.
The Gates Foundation has a close partnership with the 16 largest pharmaceutical companies in the world, including Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson.
I'll be waiting on the other side for you.
And we have just seen who owned the most shares of these companies.
Fucking well guessed. Bam! That's our boy, Vanguard and BlackRock.
Bill Gates was anything but a poor computer nerd who made
Criminal.
him one of the richest people in the world.
Again, he's just a front actor retard.
That just like himself, worked for the absolute elite.
This guy lost in like fucking 3 moves. He's so dumb. In chess.
Bill is the founder of Microsoft.
He sucks.
BlackRock,
he's total
Vanguard,
infant
and
levels.
Reason.
And
At
pathetic.
the same time,
It would be embarrassing to play chess that bad.
larger shareholder after BlackRock.
I would never play chess in front of anybody if I looked that bad. Shit.
Where he was even on the board for a while.
There you go.
We would flowers if we considered
the
Society Foundations of George Soros and the Clinton Foundation.
Open Society. What is he coming out of the closet? Open Society? Are you coming out of the closet there? Is that what you're talking about? You want to be a little more open, huh?
Topic and with the current events, this brief
Clintons.
introduction was important.
Again, more people have died by the hands of these fucking Clintons than you can shake a stick at. Ask who was talking about it. Was it John Rappaport or somebody? I don't know. But yeah, man, these fuckers killed a lot of people. The CIA have killed a lot of people around the Clintons.
This topic should start with a question.
That's what they do.
A random person like myself, with very little experience,
whistleblowers, you know,
using an old laptop, can in 20 minutes objectively portray that only 2 companies have a total monopoly over all the industries in the world.
Did you hear this? Are you listening? I love this. A guy with a laptop in 20 minutes just proved that 2 companies control everything in the world. in 20 minutes. This is that easy to prove how ridiculously controlled this place is by the same entities, if you will.
Action was important.
Watch. Listen.
I think the next topic should start with a question. A random person like myself,
A random person like myself,
with very little experience in video
very
editing,
little,
using an old laptop, can in 20 minutes objectively portray that only two companies have a total monopoly over all the
monopoly
industries in the world.
over all the
So
industries in the
natural
world.
question is, why didn't you hear about all this in the media?
Why not?
What? It's a good question.
Everybody
Yeah,
controls
good question.
countless reports, industries in the world. So the natural question is, why didn't you hear about all of this in the media?
What? It's a good question.
That's a
Every
good
day
question.
we choose between countless reports, documentaries, and television programs, and yet one of them talks about this. Is it something not interesting enough?
Oh, it's
Or might
interesting.
there
I
perhaps be
find
other
it very,
interests at play?
very fucking
The answer we
interesting.
get again from Wikipedia.
Oh,
About 90%
man, it's
of the
interesting.
international media is owned by 9 media conglomerates.
Holy shit.
The companies owned by these media conglomerates are too many to mention, so I'm just going to show you the most important brands that we all know.
Okay.
Viacom CBS is the parent company of, among others, all CBS channels, Paramount, where the most famous movies and series in the world come from, MTV, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, the popular British Channel 5, and the popular Australian 10.
Ooh.
Guess who the largest shareholders of Viacom CBS are?
Uh-oh. Let me guess. Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, Credit
Before we look at
Suisse.
the other major conglomerates, let's not forget to mention our extremely powerful streaming monopolists, Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Oops, Vanguard,
belong to
BlackRock.
the same shareholder.
Oops, Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street.
And
Oops.
AT&T, which is the parent company of Warner Brothers, HBO, Discovery Channel, CNN,
Vanguard, State
Cartoon
Street,
Network.
BlackRock.
TNT, DC,
Vanguard,
and
BlackRock,
many other well-known brands.
State Street.
Guess who the largest shareholders of AT&T are?
Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street.
The third one is the all-powerful News Corp.
Vanguard, BlackRock,
company
State
owns
Street.
many of the most well-known national and regional newspapers, magazines, and TV channels in the US, the UK, and Australia.
Fucking gimmick realtor bullshit. Fuck you,
The shares of News
motherfuckers.
Corp are owned by
I
the
hate
American
these motherfuckers.
multi-billionaire Rupert Murdoch
Vanguard,
and by the institutional
BlackRock,
investors we see
Price, T.
everywhere else.
Rowe Associates.
News Corp's sister company,
Die,
Fox
fucker.
Corporation,
Die, you
which is
motherfucker.
also one of the most powerful
I
media
curse your
conglomerates
ass to
on
die
Earth.
right now.
Just like News Corp, it is owned
Fuck
by the
that. I don't give
royal
a
family
fuck.
and the usual
Vanguard,
investors.
BlackRock. Dodge
Then
and
the
cocks
Walt
up your ass.
A conglomerate of unimaginable dimensions, with many subsidiaries such as Pixar, Marvel, 20th Century, Lucasfilm, ABC, National Geographic, and Hulu.
Fucking Hulu. All the movies
Who are the
suck so
biggest
bad with all these Netflix shit. Vanguard, BlackRock, State
Another
Street.
powerful media
Fuck
company,
you!
Comcast. This is the parent company of NBC, DreamWorks,
All of it.
Universal, the Sky Group,
Everything you fucking
Focus
sheeptards
Features,
see, you morons.
and many other
Sheeptards.
major media brands.
Goddamn sheeptards.
As you would expect, their largest shareholders are Vanguard and BlackRock.
State Street next, after fourth, after Capital.
I could go on for hours.
International.
Showing in almost every country on Earth, the local media is in the hands of these kind of conglomerates, which in turn are owned by our institutional investors or by extremely rich and powerful elite families. In the UK, for example, virtually all popular newspapers and magazines are owned by the Daily Mail Group,
There you go.
Reach, and the aforementioned News Corp.
They're all part of the royal
In the
family.
Netherlands, the entire media is in the hands of the Persgroep, Mediahuis, and Bertelsmann. And in Germany, the entire media is either controlled by the German government, ProSiebenSat.1, Axel Springer, and again, Bertelsmann, which is also a conglomerate of unprecedented dimensions. Not only is this the parent company of the largest book publisher in the world, Penguin Random House, and owner and founder of BMG Music, Bertelsmann also controls a large part of the European media through their subsidiary RTL, a company with 67 TV channels, 10 streaming platforms, and 38 radio stations.
It's all a scam, all the
Bertelsmann was
subsidiary
owned by
shit.
the ultra-rich Bertelsmann-Mohn family, who openly collaborated with the Nazis.
There you
Because
go.
of this, Reinhard Mohn was held as a prisoner of war in the US. Besides RTL,
Again, the
Bertelsmann
same people.
also
They're all a
owns
bunch of
large part of
jerks.
the French mainstream media. And together with Mediaset, the powerful Italian conglomerate of former President Berlusconi that controls the most important part of the Italian mainstream media, they also own all popular Spanish TV channels. Now, to complete the picture, let's look at where the news comes from that all these media outlets are feeding us on a daily basis. Media do not produce their news themselves. They use information images from news agencies such as Reuters, the Dutch ANP, and the French AFP. These organizations are anything but independent. Reuters is owned by the powerful Canadian Thomson family. The AFP is owned by Dutch investor Kees Oman. And the AFP is largely financed by the French government.
Wow. Like how
Journalists and editors
Wow.
who work at our media
No wonder
outlets
France
and
is
news
so
agencies
fucked.
are affiliated with important journalist organizations such as the European Journalism Center.
Oh yeah, no wonder. That makes perfect sense over there.
These are one of the largest funders of media-related projects across Europe. Journalists produce study materials, give internships, for example, the AMP,
Yep.
work closely with the world's largest corporations such as Google and Facebook. For journalists,
It used to be public platforms, and then they censor the public. Again, I want everybody in these social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, YouTube, all of them immediately executed and deader than fuck.
media outlets in the world.
And I want them executed with extreme prejudice.
Project Syndicate, the most powerful organization within its field.
Mark Zuckerberg, you're dead. Your head is dead. You gotta die.
156
You
countries.
frontman piece of shit actor, you still gonna die.
An organization such as the
Bill
European
Gates, you
Journalism
frontman
Center,
actor, you're
together
still gonna
with the news
die.
Agencies are the connecting link between all the different media outlets around the world.
Fauci, you gotta die.
Read the news from their teleprompters.
All you criminals
There's a
gotta
good chance
die.
that the text comes from one of these organizations.
Die, die,
As a
die.
result, the global media is often synchronized.
Die,
with
criminals, die.
Country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of
Again, this is what they blame everyone for what they do. They're the fake ones.
bias.
False news
That's what the oldest tactic in the book is, to blame everyone else for what you're doing.
has become all too common on social media.
They're all a bunch of robots. They're all a bunch of fucking retard zombie robots saying the same thing all over. They're all like robots. Script is identical around the world. At least in the nation. Can be word for word.
And this is extremely dangerous.
To the word, man.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
You,
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
again, you don't want a democracy where it's two wolves voting and sheep voting on for dinner. This is gaga Google psychological operation when they're telling you and tricking you that you want a democracy when you don't want anything. You want people to leave you alone. That's what you're a grown adult. You don't need anything from anyone except to be left alone.
This is extremely dangerous.
That's what you
to our
need.
democracy.
That's
this is
it.
extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
I'll be right back.
This is
I gotta get a cup
dangerous to our democracy.
coffee.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Extremely ridiculous. Watch this shit.
In September 2020,
This gets
the
good.
European Journalism Center and Facebook set up a fund to support selected news organizations to do the reporting.
I've already
during
seen
the
this
corona
yesterday.
crisis.
I'll watch it again.
Let's see who the organizations are that, along with the news agencies, produce our news. At Project Syndicate, we see the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Open Society Foundation, and the European Journalism Center. Then the European Journalism Center itself. Again, we see the Gates Foundation and the Open Society Foundation. And they also receive large donations from Facebook, Google, the Dutch Ministry of Education, Culture and Science, and the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The organizations that are at the heart of our information flow are funded by the non-profit organizations of the same elite who also controls the entire media. However, part of our tax money goes to these organizations as well. Okay, I realize this was a lot of information to process, and believe me, I've made it as short as possible. I've only used those examples that seem necessary to show you the overall picture, so you can understand the current situation better. It is an all-encompassing topic that can change our view on many historical events, but my goal is to inform you about the danger in which we presently find ourselves. There will be enough time for us to delve into the past, so let's talk about the current events now. The elite that controls every aspect of our lives, up to the information that we receive, depends on an unimaginably coordinated collaboration to keep all the different industries on Earth connected to each other, in order to ensure they all work in the elite's interests. Participants at the World Economic Forum, one of the most important organizations in the world. At its annual meeting in Davos, the CEOs of the largest companies on Earth gather along with heads of state, politicians, and other influential individuals and organizations like UNICEF and Greenpeace. Serving on the board of trustees are former US Vice President and climate change guru Al Gore, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, the President of the European Central Bank Christine Lagarde, the Director of CERN Fabiola Gianotti, the Queen of Jordan, the Director of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Peter Morrow, and many other politicians and CEOs of the world's most influential companies.
Here we go.
According to the WEF's official website, their annual membership fee ranges between 53,000 and 530,000 euros. But according to the WEF's year reports, around 71% of their total budget comes from its partners, who in this way pay for the membership of young politicians who cannot afford their own fee. Wikipedia reports the following. According to critics, the WEF is a business forum where the wealthiest companies can negotiate deals with other companies or with politicians. The purpose of the WEF for many of the participants would be personal gain instead of solving global problems. I don't like to make assumptions, but would there be so many problems on Earth if the key industry leaders, bankers, and politicians since 1971 had gathered annually to solve our world's problems?
Retard shit, bro.
Is it not strange that the world's leading environmental organizations have been meeting for 50 years with the CEOs of the most heavily polluting corporations while things just keep getting worse for our natural world? That these critics of the WEF are right soon becomes clear when we look at who the most important partners are that account for almost 71% of the WEF's budget. There are BlackRock,
Oops.
the Open Society Foundations,
Oops.
the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
Oops.
and many other large
The
corporations.
same culprits, man. Kill them all. They all gotta die. I can't wait till they're dead.
The president and founder of the WEF is Klaus Schwab, a
Santa.
German professor and businessman.
As Jeff calls him, Satan Klaus.
In his book, The Great Reset, he describes in detail the plans of his organization.
In detail.
The coronavirus, according to him, is the excellent opportunity to literally reset our society in every regard.
Problem, reaction, solution, Hegelian dialect. They create the problem. They already have the solution that they want ready to go.
He calls this Build Back Better, and this slogan seems to be the motto of all globalist politicians in the world.
Which is tyranny
It's now
and control.
the moment, the crucial moment to rebuild the future, to reset our policies.
You're dead, fucker. Your head will be chopped off at Nuremberg trials.
You know, I said we're going to build back, and we're going to build back better.
It's certainly a major,
Illegitimate president
but
of
it
you.
also offers us a unique opportunity.
Trump tards.
We must use this historical opportunity.
Probably.
We can turn a crisis into an opportunity.
But this global pandemic has also created an opportunity to build back.
Oh, 666. BBB looks like a 6.
To build back a better world.
And they're so cute. You gotta build back better. Blah, 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 blah. Creepy Joe.
Climate action
Creepy.
is an
Creepy.
essential part of that.
Touchy Joe. Sniffy Joe. He's gonna sniff ya.
According to Schwab, our old society should be exchanged for a new one, in which countries give up their sovereignty to an all-encompassing world
Sovereignty.
government, in which people own nothing but work for the state, in exchange for their housing,
You will own nothing and be
healthcare,
happy.
and all their other basic needs. All of this is necessary, according to the WEF, because our modern consumer society, which the elite themselves imposed on us, can't keep going as it is. It's no longer sustainable.
Again, so they say. But yeah, we
Schwab
shouldn't
says
have
in his
anything to
book
do with these
that we will
criminals.
never return to the old normal. And the WEF published a video
Wow.
that makes it clear that in 2030
Never.
we will own nothing, but we will be happy.
Aw. You'll own nothing. Look how happy. Oh, you're so happy. It's great. Oh, I was getting stressed out with all them assets and infrastructure that I was being able to utilize. It was just horrible. I can't stand that shit. Oh, boy. Oh, great. Oh, boy.
You've probably heard some talk about the New World Order.
Oh,
The media wants us to
what,
believe
from Bush?
This is a topic for conspiracy theorists, although it has been talked about for generations.
That's right.
by presidents such as George Bush Sr.,
Here we go.
Nelson
Here he goes.
Mandela, and Bill Clinton.
We have before
And
us
we
the
will.
opportunity to
And he's
forge
cocky, too.
for
What?
ourselves and for future generations.
Look how cocky he
a
is,
new world
too.
order,
Chop your head
a
off.
world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs
With the
conduct
role of
the
his
nation.
pedophile laws, because he's a
When we are
pedophile.
successful, and we will be, we have a real chance
That
at
is
this new world
one
order,
sick
an
fuck.
order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to
Oh,
fulfill
boy.
the promise and
Okay, we don't
vision
need to hear
of the
anymore
UN
from this
family.
retard. Enough.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order. That the affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
But also by the world's most famous philanthropists, such as Cecil Rhodes, David Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, and even George Soros.
I think you need a new world order that China has to be part
He's telling you what you
of
need.
the process of creating it, and they have to buy in.
He
They
thinks
have
he
to
knows
own
what
it.
you need better than you. You see? That's what I hate about these strangers. I
These
just want to
important
chop their
figures,
heads off.
who apart from Mandela,
It's
were all among the
amazing what
top
they think they
billion
know
and
about
those still
me.
alive, are not the only ones who dream about an all-powerful world government. In 2015, the UN presented its controversial Agenda 2030, which is almost identical to Klaus Schwab's Great Reset. In their own words, the UN, like Schwab, wants to ensure
Oh!
by 2030 poverty, hunger, environmental pollution, and
Golly.
disease no longer exist. It sounds like a sympathetic
Oh
plan
yeah, I'm sure.
until you read the fine print.
Like they give a
You
fuck.
see, the idea is that Agenda 2030 is going to be paid for by us, the citizens. And just as it is currently required of us that we give up our basic rights for the sake of public health, we will be demanded to give up our wealth in favor of poverty reduction.
Look
These
at
are
that.
not conspiracy theories.
Here's the plan.
You can read this for yourself on their official
You might as well know what their plan is, being that they put it in your fucking face.
website. In short, it boils down to this. The UN wants to take tax money from all Western countries and give it to the mega corporations of the elite, who will be contracted to rebuild society. Globally, a completely new infrastructure is needed because fossil fuels must be made a thing of the past.
Not a globe, you
according to
dumb
the UN.
fuck. Wow, look at
For
that.
this immense project, a world government is needed, says the UN. And the same
Oh,
UN
here we
takes
go.
it upon herself to be
One
this
world
global
government.
Just like Schwab, the UN also believes that a pandemic is the perfect opportunity to accelerate the implementation of Agenda 2030. It is worrisome that the WEF and the UN openly admit that they consider pandemics and other disasters as an opportunity to transform society, especially since we have seen that the elite have all the resources at their disposal to make us believe that there is a pandemic, and even to create one.
These retards.
So we certainly should not take these things lightly.
Virus
We should
tards.
examine them carefully.
No such thing, man.
And when we do that, we come across things that are even more
Can't
troubling.
die like that from other, in fact, contagious from other people. That's dumb.
On Friday,
That's
October
stupidity.
18, 2019, months before the pandemic was declared, a meeting was held at the Pierre Hotel in New York City for a select group of about 130 very important guests, including politicians and the world's most respected medics and pharmacists.
Oh, look who it
Purpose
is.
of the meeting
Johnson
was
and
to simulate
Johnson.
the possible scenarios
Bill and Melinda
in the event
Gates.
of a
Gee,
global
they're all
pandemic.
around the same table.
This could be
Gee, I wonder why.
For this simulation, however,
Fucking
coronavirus
criminals.
was used as an example. The simulation covered in detail how the coronavirus would develop and how they could only control this through the intensive collaboration of entire industries, governments, and government agencies.
Event 201 scenario. Oh, too big
Once
to
again,
nail. Too
a
big
new
to
world
nail,
order
too.
to save us from destruction.
Wow. Like, all of a sudden,
Does it
these
surprise
rich
you
fucks care
when I
about
tell you
you?
that this
Oh,
meeting,
it's so
Event
adorable.
201, was
All
organized
these
by
rich
none
people
other
care so
than
much
the World
about you,
Economic Forum,
us.
the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the Johns Hopkins Institute.
Bill cares. Bill and Melinda care so much
This
about
is not a
you.
conspiracy theory.
I mean,
Check the official website of Event 201 for yourself.
they care so much about you. Again,
Perhaps at this point, it will no longer surprise you that the German Robert Koch Institute
why aren't they out enjoying and spending their money, but they're working like slave retards? Because they're not. They're
like every
front
national
men
health institute
idiots
closely linked to the WHO, which is funded by Bill Gates,
with an
created this
agenda.
simulation in 2012. As was the case during Event 201, the simulation assumed the coronavirus.
Wow. Wow, look at that. To the
This
T.
simulation assumed that in a Southeast
Even
Asian
in the simulation, their boogeyman was called the cerveza bug.
food market, coronavirus would spread from animal to human. How coincidental, isn't it?
It can't do that. That's ridiculous. It's so stupid and ridiculous. This is so.
This simulation
Anybody
would
with
take
half a
several
brain will tell you how
weeks for the
stupid
authorities
this is.
to identify the virus,
So
allowing it
ridiculous.
to spread worldwide. The simulation is made of the consecutive 3 years, in which there are lockdowns and economies are destroyed.
Destroying
But also the impact on society is
lives.
simulated in all aspects, even the protests.
Destroying everybody's
I
lives.
won't tire you with the details.
Tyranny.
In
With
fact,
tyranny.
you can download this analysis for yourself from the website of the German government.
Tyranny.
The last thing I want to show is an excerpt from a lecture that Belgian top virologist Mark van Ranst gave on January 22 2019 at the Chatham House, a major non-profit organization in London, where important world leaders meet to discuss global issues. Winners of
Holy
the Chatham House
shit.
Prize include Hillary Clinton, Melinda Gates, and John Kerry.
Wow. It's all the same criminals, man. Everywhere you look, it's the same assholes. The same cursed assholes.
Simply shocking.
Chop his head off. Chop his head off. Chop his head off. All of them.
The entire
they all gotta die.
During the swine flu.
Can't wait till they're dead.
Out of context mortality rates and media manipulation. He laughingly explains how he managed to impose the vaccine for the swine flu on the frightened Belgian population. A vaccine produced by the pharmaceutical companies he worked for.
Thank you very much, Up. Thanks for the invitation. And I was asked to tell you about my experiences being the crisis manager, the flu commissioner for Belgium, and highlighting the communication. And then you have one opportunity to do it right. I mean, day one is so important. In day one, you start your communication with the press, with the people, and you have to do it right. I mean, you have to go for one voice, one message. In Belgium, they chose to appoint a politician to do that. I mean,
you have to do the psychological operation right.
I have no party affiliations, and that makes things a little bit, at that time at least, a little bit easier.
You have to do it right, you know.
Attacked politically.
I mean, really. Seriously.
Play, and that was a huge advantage. The second advantage is that you can play in Brussels the complete naive guy and get a lot more done than you would otherwise be able to do.
Play the naive retard.
First day or the first days, so that you attract the media attention. You make an agreement with them that you will tell them all, and if they call, you will pick up the phone. When you do that, then you can profit from these early days.
Whoa.
To coverage of the field, and they're not going to search for alternative voices there. And if you do that, that makes things a lot easier.
Oh boy, they're not going to search for alternative voices.
Opposition, and then everybody
wow,
news,
which is what you would want to do if you wanted the honest truth.
Quite a lot of neutral information, and it is both the way you bring it, and that is you can only do that in the first couple of weeks or months. And then you have to say, okay, well, we will have H1N1 deaths. Of course, that would be unavoidable. I used there Sir Donaldson's quote, where he said that in the UK, by the peak of the epidemic, 40 people would die per day at the end of the summer. So 62 at that time million people in the UK, 40 deaths a day. I worked it out for Belgium. That would be 7 deaths a day at the peak of the epidemic. I used that in the media. 7 Belgian flu deaths per day at the peak of the epidemic would be realistic. That is true in every year, even interpandemically. That is very, very conservative. However, talking about fatalities is important. When you say that, people say, wow, what do you mean? People die because of influenza? And that was a necessary step to take. And then, of course, a couple of days later, you had the first H1N1 death in the country. And the scene was set. And it was
all made up. It's all fake news.
And then you had to pick who is going to be vaccinated first. And then, well, women and children first, whatever. I mean, risk groups, they were important. And then I misused the fact that the top football soccer clubs in Belgium inappropriately and against all agreements vaccinated they made their soccer players priority people. So I said, I can use that. Because if the population really believes that this vaccine is so desirable that even the soccer players would be dishonest to get the vaccine, I said, okay, I can play with that.
Are you listening? Are you listening to the criminal? Are you listening?
But it worked.
It worked.
The House organization is also funded by
it worked. The criminal strategy worked.
All major corporations of the elite, the Gates Foundation, and the Open Society Foundations. We could talk for hours about the coronavirus, which is a survival rate of 99.98%.
No, it's 100%.
Incomprehensible.
It's 100.
They're destroying our society. Have lost their income. Countless elderly people have died in loneliness, isolated.
You can't believe the shit they caused, the misery they caused, the food they created, the negative energy and emotion they created. Look at all the suffering and negative emotions created, needlessly generated.
Tens of thousands of billions. There's no problem whatsoever with the fact that more than 40% of the world's population has to live on less than $5.50 a day.
Again, all of a sudden, listen to this. Listen.
Thousands of billions. There's no problem whatsoever with the fact that the elite.
The elite has no. All of a sudden, it's like, how come the retards don't see this? Like when somebody all of a sudden acts like they care about you when they haven't given a fuck your whole fucking lives. Somebody all of a sudden gives a fuck about you and they want to save you and give you a jab. How the fuck does that not look so ridiculously fake when they don't care about all the people starving? They don't care about all the fucking goddamn homelessness suffering. All of a sudden they want to jab the fuck out of you. What's wrong with these fucking dumb retards here? How are they this fucking dumb?
Extremely wealthy elite, collectively of tens of thousands of billions. There's no problem whatsoever with the fact that more than 40%.
They have no problem that in 2017, around a quarter of the world population lived on less than $3 per day, and 43% on less than $5.50 a day. That's even the World Bank's own stat.
Of the world's population.
Because they love you so much.
Is to live on less than $5.50 a day. Or that millions of children are dying from the
again. Look, all of a sudden they care about you and want to jab you. When all of us, but why don't they care about these people starving here? Why didn't they care about them? Why do they all of a sudden care about jabbing you? What is wrong with you people? How do you not see these criminal big pharma bad karma? Look what they don't. You think they give a fuck about you? Look what they allow. Look at this misery they allow. They let this kid starve.
Nutrition.
And you think they give a fuck about whether you catch something? Fuck you. Fucking dumb sheeptard motherfuckers.
They just need to get more powerful.
Look at this shit.
Absolutely no intention to share their wealth with us.
They have no intention.
They're honest about their plans.
They're honest.
Last bit from us.
Yeah.
And those plans
you owe nothing. They're honest about it. You'll owe nothing. You'll be happy.
Will not be explained in this episode, because for this we have to dive into history and discuss topics that are beyond our modern rational thinking. But for now, you may understand well enough with the simple logic that a new world order or an all-encompassing world government is the only way for a small elite to retain its power over an ever-increasing world population.
Mm-hmm.
Companies like BlackRock and Vanguard do not benefit from national borders, import taxes, and real diversity. Only through fear and media manipulation can they maintain their grip on all of us. And I deliberately haven't even mentioned the inhumane blackmailing methods by which the elite keep their own most important minions in line.
Yep.
Because if this topic has aroused your curiosity, you will undoubtedly find out all about this in time.
Blackmailing scheme to control all the populations of politicians.
Diseases we've contracted from
Epstein's Island, pedophile island.
From the environmental pollution.
Get the hidden cameras in there for the retards.
After all, if we didn't get sick, the entire pharmaceutical industry would collapse. Nothing sells like fear is the motto of top virologists.
Fear. Oh boy.
You will be amazed.
Enjoy.
When you discover that we have been warned countless times about this elite.
I think we're being run by...
We've been warned.
If anybody...
We have been warned and warned and warned and warned, and everybody discards all the warnings, all the fellow man warnings, all the warnings by your fellow man that preceded you are discarded. We've had multiple presidents talk about this power, okay?
And put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do. I think they're all insane. know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that.
But I'm liable to be going right in the head in 1980. Killed a
We
guy
are
for
opposed
saying
around
that.
the world by a monolithic and ruthless.
Notice how this guy spoke out and what he said, and boom, they killed him. And then notice how what he said, and boom, they killed him.
Conspiracy that relies
If you're very important with a lot of influence and sway, for example, like Nicki Minaj, they will kill you. So she might want to, I don't want her to shut up. And I say, fuck them. If they want to try to kill her, kill me. But yeah, you know, that's what they do.
primarily on
Keep everybody in line.
covet means for expanding sphere of influence.
Here's JFK warning you right now. Just one of the many multiple presidents that warned about this power, the powers that should not be.
On infiltration instead of invasion.
They rely on infiltration instead of invasion.
On subversion instead of election.
Subversion instead of elections.
On intimidation instead of free choice.
Intimidation instead of free choice. This is how they operate.
On guerrillas by night.
Guerrillas by night.
Instead of armies by day.
Instead of armies by day.
It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit.
Boom! Right in the fucking head!
That combines military, diplomatic, intelligence,
boom!
Scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silent, not praised. No expenditure is questioned. No rumor is printed.
Oh!
President Kennedy has been assassinated. It's official now. The president is dead.
Stanley Myers is dead. Tesla's dead.
Secret Service men standing by the
They're all dead.
tears streaming down their face. There's only one word to describe the picture here, and that's grief, and much of it.
Aww.
It's official. As of 2 months ago.
Let's create a bunch of grief, because I'm hungry. I need to eat. Let's create a bunch of grief. Create a bunch of grief.
When you're talking about like really elite levels, the name of the game is blackmail. That's what runs the whole system.
They blackmail all these
They
people.
want compromised people.
They want compromised people that they can easily control.
Because they're easy to control. I'm not suicidal. I'm not suicidal.
I will never commit suicide. I'm not suicidal. Boom. 2 to the head. He killed himself. 2 to the head. Like, what's his name? Oh, he killed himself. Forced himself off a bridge. Again, this guy, I'll never kill him. Kill myself. He hung himself in prison. Again, all these people specifically wrote, I will never kill myself, and they all killed themselves.
Elect by the Congress of the President. Are these people in control? Can they enact laws? Fuck yes. Can we fire these people? No. Can presidents fire them? No. It's designed that way so that political parties.
No, you got companies like Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, all of them, man, that control all these retards.
Political interests cannot affect the deep state. Do you understand the nightmare of our situation, people?
Do you understand the nightmare of our situation, people? I don't think you do. We're in a nightmare situation. The worst ever. The worst ever right now. Australia and shit. Oops.
Something like 1984 could. This is the direction the world.
Something like 1984 could happen.
In our world, there will be no emotions except fear, rage, triumph, and self-abasement. The sex instinct will be eradicated. There will be no loyalty except loyalty to the party.
To the party.
But always
of the states,
there will be the intoxication of power.
Power.
Always, at every moment, there will be the thrill of victory, the sensation
of
trampling on an enemy who is helpless.
By the state.
If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever.
Forever.
The moral to be drawn from this dangerous
Don't let it happen!
nightmare situation
Stop it!
is a simple one.
Stop it!
Don't let it happen. It depends on you.
It depends on you. Yeah.
With this video, I hope to reach you and reduce the ever-increasing distance between us. Only when we are divided can the elite retain its power over us. The greatest fear of the elite is that we will realize what is really going on Earth. And the only way the elite thinks they can prevent this from happening is through censorship. Preventing human contact.
Preventing human contact. Look at that.
The incessant framing.
Amazing.
Of opponents.
They all look like cattle and barnyard animals. They're all lined up like animals in a factory.
The use of brute force.
Oh, God, dude. Good. How the fuck are they alive, man? Every cop's house should be raided and they should all be hung, dude. There should not be one cop alive if people were fucking half a brain. Every cop would be pulled out of their house and hung right now. Every one, if anybody had half a brain here. Every one of these fucking pedophile enablers and force pedophile laws should all be rounded up and executed immediately with extreme prejudice. Every cop.
New society will be.
That's my opinion. That's a fact. One to be immediately executed, pulled out of bed, out of their house, out front, and executed.
The elite wants to make sure
you pedophile enforcers, enablers, you enable the pedophiles to roll over everyone.
The crisis is necessary. First, the middle class is attacked, which is the backbone of society. Entrepreneurs
the cops are the teeth for the pedophiles. Politicians. The police are the teeth.
After that,
for Vanguard and BlackRock.
Banks will fall. Cash money will cease to exist. The only way not to starve to death will be the acceptance.
I can't believe every cop that's not pulled out of their fucking house and executed. I can't believe it. In any world where they're awake, they would be so dead they would not exist. They would be so fucking dead that anybody would have a brain. Like they're enabling all this negative. Look at that. They're so dumb, dude. Look how dumb these are. They're like stormtroopers in the movie Star Wars. Look at these goddamn morons. Look at that guy. He's a stormtrooper. They're telling you that the stormtrooper in Star Wars, that's the bad guy. They're telling you that he's the good guy. Look at him.
Which has been
look at this guy. Look what he's doing to everybody. Bashed her in the head. That's assault, asshole. You gotta die now. Die, bitch. I hope you die today, motherfucker.
But this can also go a different direction. And instead of a great reset,
yeah, how about not be a dumb fucking cop?
Create a world where no one has to go hungry.
You fucking criminal motherfuckers. I can't believe you could be so dumb to be a cop and criminal. You're a criminal motherfucker.
With nature. This is not idealistic daydream.
Idealistic daydream.
There have always been forces that
look at that pocket of survival. Shit. Look at this shit.
Communication were always insufficient to get a mass network in motion. The elite have always kept us in ignorance about the discoveries of geniuses such as Tesla, who was far advanced in the field of clean, free energy.
Towers to the dome!
Dr. Rowe, who used radio waves to cure at least 16 terminal
frequency! Gee! Frequency works? Oh, I wonder why.
Or Henry Ford,
energy frequency.
In 1941, and already made a car out of bioplastic.
Look at this shit.
Proved stronger than
sledgehammer. This guy is sledgehammering the car, and it's not putting a scratch on it or even a dimple or dent. Watch. Sledgehammer.
Because they form a threat to their monopolies in every
But that doesn't sell cars and work and see, then it would last forever. No. Morons can't have that. Look, a Baker electric car, 1901. Clearly, technology from the old world. But see, you notice how they stopped out all that and wanted to control everybody through fuel. Okay, anybody could have free energy through electromagnetism. Even Tesla told everybody, and then that's not what they can't control and devastate you if you have free energy.
These were techniques that would have given us freedoms and put the elite's power at risk.
Clearly, old world. That's old world, clearly. These retards couldn't do this.
These are not conspiracy theories, but facts. What I am saying,
there we go. Look at that. Electromagnetic levitation.
Up for all of us, where there is no poverty, no pollution,
zero resistance below,
wars, and in which governments work for the
welfare
of the people rather than the other way
That's
around.
how the sun works right there too, by the way.
Countless ailments that provide the farm industry with hundreds
it's
of
an electromagnetic track.
No one will have to work
etheric.
A dignified life.
It's a machine, clearly. I mean, it's going to be stupid as fuck.
People will no longer live in fear because of the lies of the media, the pharma industry, the climate lobbies, and politicians. It's all on the horizon, but we have to go through the storm first and recognize what the real problem is in our society. I want to thank you for listening to me, and I hope someday, in freedom, we will reflect back on this unique moment in history. There is still so much to tell, but we will save the rest for later. This video was only intended as an introduction.
This is just to get you a tip of the iceberg. It's where it starts, folks. Wake up.
We'll take it together, and we will help each other get up when we fall.
Guy. This guy did a fucking great job.
We will not be afraid. We are the 99%.
Freedom, 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 freedom. Yeah. Yep. Check out the When the Buildings Cried music playlist, and you can download or listen to the page too. It's all free to download, folks. Thanks to Frequency 528. Thanks so much, Courtesy 528. Geology. Oh, fucking pile of shit, eh? Oh, sorry about that. Cocksucking retard phone. What's up, NPC? Ben J. Crossman. I am Jedi. No, I am Jedi. Oh, I'm kidding. Pam. Yeah, Bohemian Grove, Trilateral Commission, all of it. All the bunch of criminals. Yeah. And it's not even that they're paid off. They're in a club. And again, they sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, all this legal shit. They're bound. Look, you want to be in the club? Look, here's the deal, you know? And you never see anybody ever. These hardly ever do these actors get out of line. Once in a while, they get a couple loose retards and they handle them. You know, like Michael Jackson or Prince. People waking up that have influence are not to be tolerated. Legend. Thank you. You must be talking about me. Because I'm a legend in my own mind. I hope you guys enjoyed that documentary. But come back tomorrow at noon for class lecture. Please like, share, and subscribe. Much love. I love you all.